good evening. Happy lunar eclipse in Pisces. Blood moon. Ooh, the sky could be red tonight. Well, I hope you get to see that. That would be probably on the other side of the world, I'm thinking. Because it's afternoon delight here. So it'll be taking place about, I think, like 2:30 p.m. here in the Midwest of the United States. Check your local times. This eclipse, we're going to start with Virgo, and we're going to talk about what the eclipse is taking out, what the eclipse is bringing in. It's going to be a long term, okay? So, Janet, hi. Oh my gosh, first one, first like, first person. Thank you, baby. Nice to see you. This eclipse is going to be, here's the time frame. Remember June 2006? You do? Okay, great. June 2006 to December 2007. That was the last time this cycle took place. This is a 19-year cycle. And we're in this cycle again, okay? So the last time this lunar eclipse happened was 19 years ago. Now, the lunar north node is in Pisces until July 26th of 2026. So, just a little bit of information. If you're getting flashbacks from a time when, if you were alive at that time, that's when you think about. And if you're too little, if you're too young, then, you'd want to maybe start learning from people that have lived through this cycle. Some of us, they're big cycles, some of us have never been through in this lifetime. So maybe you had a past lifetime in that cycle. Okay. This is going to start with Virgo. Happy birthday. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Virgo. Okay, let's start with Virgo. Virgo, here's what the lunar eclipse is removing from your life to bring in big change. And don't worry about it today. It's going to take some time. You might notice that this has been happening. So you might not be like totally shocked if you're paying attention. If you're preparing for it, if you're respecting the sun, every religion centers the sun as God. Okay. So let's talk about it. Virgo, I show reminder to watch this old reading that I posted, the lunar north node in Pisces back in January on 111, which I also have a special spell. I don't do a lot of spell work, but I have a special spell because I'm really good at removing what needs to go, or helping people get through the anguish of letting go of maybe like a narcissistic person or a really mean boss okay. Anyways, let me know. This is for Virgo. This is for Virgo. What's releasing? What's coming in? Let's see. Saint Michael, please protect Virgo. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Virgo's behalf. Love and abundance abound. Hallelujah. All right. King of Cups is leaving. Why? Empress. Okay. Virgo. Okay. Reversed. Two of Cups. Okay, so this is a partnership, Virgo, that's leaving the non-committal phase. This person, some of you Virgos may have had a pregnancy, maybe back in 2006, 2007, or you have a pregnancy that's from this era, or you are not pregnant yet, but you are due to be pregnant during this time frame. Now, do you have to take that literally? No, you do not. But what is happening here is we've got a King of Cups running around, trying to please the Empress. And the Empress is just like, it's just not enough. Like the Empress here, Virgo, is like, really wanting to have more resources. Maybe she wants to buy land. Maybe she wants a backyard waterfall. I don't know what she wants exactly. It has to do with nature, but he's running around like a fool trying to get this all together, using bartering, using love. He might not have the money. He might not have the connections. Well, he has got the connections. He's the King of Cups. He might not have the energy for this. He might find himself being lazy. He's not the Emperor. He's moving into the Emperor energy, mastering the lessons of the King of Cups. And by the way, this could go either way. So it doesn't have to be male or female. You could be this King of Cups trying to please an Empress who is very much like, I'll do it myself. If you don't do it, I'll do it myself. Very capable of it herself. She always makes it happen. Now, what's happening here is a non-committal process. So this King of Cups, very, very sweet, very to themselves, very kind, never would harm a fly, but I'm getting like real nice guy energy, like real, like, if I'm dying in the middle of the street and I have the choice between a nice guy and a narcissistic surgeon, I'm probably going to go narcissistic surgeon. So when it comes to survival and that process of expansion, like this Empress is like, hey, we got lots of kids to feed and we got this stuff we got to do. And we've got somebody who's like, okay, honey, let me throw love at it. She's like, love ain't gonna pay my bills. So there's a little bit of this person also maybe cries about secretly, because they're the King of Cups, so they never share how they're really feeling. But they cry secretly about not being able to fulfill the needs of the other. Now, this could be a little bit of codependence. That's okay. I don't think codependence is wrong. But that's what's leaving the situation, this like non-committal, afraid to fully step in and take a full swing, and demanding this Two of Cups energy. It's a lot of love here. You could stay in that cozy little south node forever if you wanted, and pitter pat, tit for tat. Okay, you could go back and forth about what's fair, what's not fair. You could continuously say what your needs are and have them complete the list of needs, and then it's never enough. That's what's leaving, this never enough feeling, the non-committal feeling coming from a King of Cups towards an Empress, because the King of Cups feels the never-ending, never-enoughness. Maybe this King of Cups is going to change and say, I don't have to prove that I'm worthy of love. So if you find yourself being in that situation yourself, maybe you have a pattern of both. But that's what's leaving Virgo, okay? Here's what's coming in for Virgo. Here's what the eclipse is bringing in for Virgo. We have the Queen of Pentacles. That's you, Virgo. The World. Hey. The Justice card. Wow. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Four of Wands reverse. Clarify, please. Aha. Aha. Well, you're calling in the next step here. So in terms, remember when I said that Empress was like, we need more space. We need a forest in the backyard. We need places for, like, I was like, waterfall or whatever they were asking for. This definitely could be a mother, like whoever I'm speaking to, but they are looking to, number one, travel. So travel is going to come in for this Virgo. So traveling is going to be London, Rome, Spain, okay, like Portugal, Sudanese or Chinese. I'm hearing China, Malaysia, Antarctica. Some of you are real go-getters, I guess. Stability is what's coming in. You might have to, somebody here, it sounds like this King of Cups is ready to move in to, it sounds like this King of Cups is ready to move in to a King of Pentacles stance, which is like, I'm gonna buy the house. Sit down, little lady. I'm gonna go make the deals. We're gonna talk to the bank. We're gonna close this deal. I don't know how it's gonna go for him. I don't know how it's gonna go for him. The offer on the house, I don't know if it's gonna go through. Clarify. Please, thank you. Okay. Offer is going to get rejected. If this is an offer on a home, it's going to get rejected. Could you please clarify further? That house, don't worry about it because it had a bunch of problems that you can't know from, even from like having a realtor and all the inspection. You can't know this house has a lot of problems. Okay? And it's not a good place for kids. That's what this is. It's a bad place for kids. I'll give you an example. I don't use personal stories too much, but when my dad, he had an offer to like move to Texas or stay here, and nobody wanted to move. So we stayed here, but he lost his job. That area we would have moved to in Texas was like the epicenter of teenage suicide, and we would have all been teenagers. All 6 of the kids in my family would have been teenagers in this epicenter of suicidal teenage angst. Okay, emo town, I call it. Anyways, that's what that town made the news for. So what I'm seeing here is like this King of Pentacles is trying really hard to hold it together for this Empress, right? And you are holding it down at home. You are good. Whatever you're doing, you might work from home. You might sell out of your house. You might have like a crafting station or a she shed or a man cave or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't give a fuck. All right. But here, you're going to be moving into more worldly. You might even want to, this might even be like, let's move to another country. Let's emigrate. Okay. So you might want to go back to your country of origin. This person has, the King of Pentacles has a big eye for the big story. They got a big eye and their purse isn't large enough, it may seem, but they are going to make that happen eventually. I don't think within this lunar cycle, because there's another lunar cycle that is going to be moving in that will allow them to complete this process. But they're actually open about, because they're a King of Cups, remember? They've mastered that King of Cups part. They've stepped into like, okay, yeah, let's be brave. Let's be productive. Let's be here. This person is very loyal. This person is husband material. I might be speaking to a married Virgo. Husband, wife material, okay? You guys might have kids, so you might be partners. You might not be married. You might have kids together. If this person is coming after the children, let's say you have a divorce here. Let's say it goes into a direction of King of Cups not stepping up. Suddenly this person's going to want to become 100% with the kids, right? And you're not going to allow it. They won't be able to get access to the kids or the house, like whoever I'm speaking to, if this is a divorce, okay? They won't be able to get access to the kids nor the house. It's going to be quite amicable if so, because I don't show any like craziness here. They have a lot to offer, but they're not offering. You guys might have separate bank accounts if you're together like a long time, but you're not married. You might have separate bank accounts. You might sleep in different rooms. to make it work. Okay. So there's a lot of sunny sides I'm seeing, and there's a lot of potentials, right? You'll have to decide if this person is going to step into it for you, Virgo, or if they are going to fumble and fail, basically. But you're still both doing really well if it does not go in the direction of partnership. I think you both are very healthy at letting go of the partnership, and it might just be co-parenting that we're talking about. You have to kind of block out the bad memories and always kind of realign with this person. There's a lot at stake, I heard. Okay. So this person requires you to look past a lot of their foibles and their fumbles. But overall, they are learning how to believe in themselves. And so if you foster that energy, they will at least attempt to come through, okay? Pisces eclipse energy could be taking out the opportunity for this person that you're dealing with because it's too late. Like they could have been doing all this work this whole time, but they were busy being this like loving entity, kind of tra-la-lying throughout the woods and not really like picking up berries and seeds and nuts on the way to home, you know, like not really cooperating in a way that's like makes sense, you know, like common sense. And now that they're in common sense mode, they want maybe to bite off more than they can chew or to have more credit than they deserve or something like this. Okay, that's what I got for you, Virgo. That sounds like a fun time. All right. These are the days of our lives. Very Piscean. Very much. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Taurus can certainly be jealous. I think any sign can be jealous, but Taurus, yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right, Janet. All right, let's see. 17. Whoa, that was a long-ass reading. Holy crap. That's okay. I do long-ass readings. 1739. For Libra. Hi, Libra. Hi, Libra Collective. How are you? This is the full moon, lunar eclipse reading for blood moon and Pisces, reading for Libra. What is leaving? What is the eclipse pulling out of your life? What is it bringing into your life? The energies. If you work with the energies, let's go. If you want to, I would check out the lunar node reading I did in January. It started 1/11. Okay, 1/11 it started. This lunar cycle started in 1/11 of 2025, and now it's going to be moving into, it's going to be ending July 26th of 2026. So based on the moon, it takes away your sorrows and pulls in your Band-Aid and medicine, okay? Okay. We don't have to be so severe, guys, okay? I know when you start reading tarot or you read these books about just like the universe, it's like reading the Old Testament or something. It's like, damn, so severe. Maybe the moon is meant to bring you, like Pisces is the sign of dreaming. Like maybe the moon is meant to bring you like happy feelings as well. Maybe that's in your super conscious. Super conscious. Is if you have a subconscious, then you have a super conscious, right? As above, so below. Let's put those good feelings in your super conscious. Let's stop living in rat society or whatever the fuck this is. Stop buying Amazon, things like that, you know? Live in your present tense, locally, okay? Libra, I think you know what I'm putting down here. That's your intuition. I have a 1/11 spell. It helps, I did this spell 1/11 of 2024. I don't do a lot of spell work. I'm a dabbler. I'm not like a believer, big time, or some super powerful person. But since it is my life experience, I do have a spell, 111 spell, that helps clear. It's not a cord cutting, it's a clearance energy of reduction of connection with narcissistic or sociopathic, psychotic even behaviors, to leave them in a very small place. Because they should be rare. And what I'm finding in readings and with people is that this energy is, it's coming to surface a lot more. Maybe it was already always there. And that's kind of what dealing with the shadow is like, people ask like, why do I always attract narcissists? Or why do I always blah? Okay. Why is a bad question. But I will say this. If you are a person who is an empath, become a super empath by seeing the shadow of someone else. Libra, this is especially for a message for you. See the shadow of somebody else and say, they have a choice to choose that shadow. And they're choosing it and I'm not. So who has the superpower? You have to let them choose that shadow and go through that. 2111 on the clock when I said that. You have to let them go through that choice. They made a choice. That's what I'm getting so far before the reading. So let's do the reading for you, Libra. What is the full moon eclipse taking out for Libra? What is it removing for Libra? Saint Michael, please protect Libra. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Libra's behalf. What is the full moon eclipse taking out for Libra? The 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. The Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay, there it is. The Queen of Swords reversed. The King of Wands reversed. And the Lovers reversed. This cheating motherfucker. That's what it's taking out. This cheating, lying, son of a bitch motherfucker. What I just say, Libra. 22:02 on the clock. How many times you got to catch this person red-handed, Libra? Huh? There's too many cooks in the kitchen, I heard. Oh boy, they're gonna burn themselves. Well, you do this mental burn shit. You insult, or you cut out, or you do things to harm them mentally. You send mental warfare their way, and then they reply with, I shouldn't be treated this way. I'm a bastard. I'm a King of Wands reversed. I should be able to have whatever I want whenever I want it. Bring me a steak and some hookers, and you should be okay with that. Now let me do cocaine off of this hooker's butt. It's just really fucked up, this energy. It's just really fucked up. That's what it's taking out for you. Thank God that's over. Okay. What's it bringing in? That was super easy, Libra. I mean, not that reading was easy. Not this. This is not easy. Okay. Ooh. Aha. Yes, Libra, you know what this is bringing in? Oh, I like this. Influenced by the devil, huh? Separation, yeah. Heartbreak, okay, yeah. But you've kind of navigated this before, honey. You know what you're doing now, is what I heard. You're experienced, you know better, you know what to do, you know how to handle this. You're gonna, emerging out of this, you're gonna come out as though you are awake, alive, you know the best. Everything is like, you're having a hermit reverse moment, which we all do. It's like, oh, I'm spiritually awakened. Oh my gosh, I'm from planet, Pluto or whatever. It's like you're having a bypass moment because you just don't want to live with this. And you're actually, I would say, vulnerably, like Libra, it might just be best to admit vulnerably that you need to sit with your emotions for a while and count on your friends to kind of like carry you, or maybe like call your mom or your dad if that's like helpful, or go back to your childhood bedroom, or like, like really sit here and process all of the harming that people were doing, not just to you, but to each other. How you've observed this in others and it's happening to you too. And it's like, wow, We are messy. This is a real fight against being single, seeing that as a weakness, seeing it as who wants that? I gotta get out there. This is you being like, I gotta replace that person right away. ASAP. Okay. And that could help. Like, replacement therapy, they said. Okay. Replacement therapy is for people with addictions. And what I realized is that I stumbled across that term as a recovered person with a lot of addictions, a lot of them. I got sugar right now, but I mean, they're not like super deviant. They're not heroin. Okay, like we all have these things that we got to balance out, right? And your addiction, well, first of all, you're addicted to love patterns. You're addicted to people, which is good. You love connection. You love people. I think that you might be replacing. So, like, what happens is when you, let's say, when I quit cigarettes, I was like, I can do whatever else I want. I can drink as much as I want. I can do as much, whatever else I want. I can do whatever I want as long as I'm not doing cigarettes. And giving yourself that space. And then the next thing, it's like, okay, now I don't want to drink anymore. So now I'm going to stop. Now I'm going to drink a ton of caffeine and sugar and all. Okay. Then it's like, okay, well, now my caffeine. Okay, so you get it. So this is like with people. This is an emotional addiction. This is a habit. What you might find is that you're going to seek people out, Libra. You're going to seek community. You're going to seek friendships. You're going to seek new people to date. You're going to try to replace this energy. I just got a real craving for like salted caramel, or don't know what that is. Anyways, I'm going to do something about it. Give my mouth something. All right. You're going to be sitting in your feelings about what you really want. That's what this is. 7 people in chat, 7 likes. Thanks so much. Libra, you're going to be sitting with yourself, both upright, okay? You're going to be sitting with yourself a lot. Handling your emotions. Letting people come and go. Maybe you'll have a lot of visitors. Maybe you'll have someone staying with you. Maybe, you're just going to let people come and go from your life again, while you bring in the family, friends, environment that you want. And you're really going to take stock in, what is it that I'm creating? How do I want this to go? When do I grow the fuck up? It's like grown up shit here. It's time. This is not in the cards, but they said travel might help you, especially if you have 9th house placements. You might notice angel statues, or you might also get, in this time frame, you might get pulled over and get out of a ticket or something. Evade the long arm of the law. You might help someone else who's like being threatened by deportation. You might step in between them, or help them with what you know how to get out of it. But you're going to have you're going to be a lot of support towards people in a very like big family loving environment. You're going to have enough. And I show you letting things kind of flow better emotionally. Now remember, this is a cycle that ends in January of next year. So if you stop fighting the energy that is, you won't feel so sad. I don't even show you feeling very sad. I show you managing your emotions quite well. You go through a couple of fake spiritual awakenings here, but we all do that. And I think that the vulnerability is the hard part. That's really hard for you to feel vulnerable enough to ask for help. But you will. You'll ask for help. You'll help people. People will usher you away from this. You might also need to be alone and like realize, I need to be alone. That's a hard realization. Okay? That's what I got for you, Libra. Okay. I love it. That Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles is really, really good. It doesn't feel good now, but it's real good, okay? You are flowing with the energies that be, and that's amazing. Good for you. All right, let's do Scorpio at, why can't I spell Scorpio? Okay, 3023. Scorpio. Hello, darlings. This is your lunar eclipse reading for the Pisces blood moon lunar eclipse happening today, right about now, actually. I'm reading a couple hours before it's happening on the other side of the world. So, Scorpio, what I'm going to tell you about is that this cycle started in January of 2025, so January 11th, 2025 to July 26th, 2026. This cycle, I had done a spell, 111 spell it's called, to start a new beginning, get rid of the cut the crap. It's kind of like a cut the crap spell, but it's not a cut the cord spell. It's a release. It's a release. So if you want to, I don't really think that we can cut cords because we are all one. I kind of have the overlying always forever one true God over gods and goddesses, angels, demons, all that other stuff. So I think that all religions kind of come to that belief system, but it's just harder for some to embrace that. So people divine in whatever way they divine, you know. Whatever energies are bringing, I feel like Scorpio, you're really good at divining with what energies you have. So, okay, let's talk to Scorpio about what's leaving and then what's coming in. Also, you can watch the Pisces North Node reading I posted in January for this very era. It might resonate now, and you can use your own North Node to watch that. So like, if you know your North Node, then pick not your sun sign, but your North Node. Okay? Anywho, Scorps, this is for you. Saint Michael, please protect Scorpio. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Scorpio's behalf. What's leaving? What's leaving Scorpio? Good. 4 of Cups, King of Swords, Hermit, 2 of Cups, Tower reversed. Okay. This is interesting. What's leaving your life, Scorpio, is protecting people that don't deserve it. You might be, it's like someone who protects the Epstein files. No, remove them from office. Like, what they want from you is to protect the innocent, not the people that are causing harm. There's no fair trading with them. There is no negotiation with them. There is no emotional return. These people are too far away. They need to be left to their own devices with each other. They are the minority, trust, okay? But this is what's leaving, is corruption, coercion, greed, leaving. You have a big job here to do. You're keeping it quiet too. You do not have to keep these people's secrets. But when it comes to your personal situation, you're very secretive. Yeah. You're very relieved that you avoided a huge mistake. I just heard from Arrested Development, I made a terrible mistake. I think that if you like the Bluth family, there's so much corruption, greed, that you might even find it funny. Like, where you might be able to make light of it or make jokes from it. You might be in comedy, but you're a very funny person. I'm getting the show also Another Period. That's a great show. But yeah, comedy might be your outlet here in the release of this like very businessy, very rejection oriented, very protected, very homebodied, one person only type of energy. Mastery, self-mastery is the word here. So like while they're like, okay, Scorps, you've mastered yourself. Now what? Okay. And you're inclined to stay home. You're inclined to not come out of your shell. You're going into the fetal position, I promise. I promise you that if you continue to keep your light under a bushel, they said. Okay. We're getting biblical. All right, let's do what's coming in for Scorpio. Holy activity. Okay. There's Queen of Cups for you too, and the Judgment card. I believe that's your card, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you're getting dragged out of your house. You're getting pulled into your community. You're gonna have to attend family parties, and you're gonna have to pretend to like it, okay? Like you might actually change your mind and be grateful that you do like it, because now I see you as a Queen of Cups too. Same position as Libra. See, you and Libra have a very funny light and shadow. But you're learning lessons of how to be more I'm sorry, I gotta go into your goddess, and your goddess archetypes kind of intersect. I forget how. I think, well, for Libra, theirs is Cupid, and for Scorpio, it's Damien. So there might be jealousy of Scorpio towards Libra sometimes, of why do they always get to be the baby? Why do they always get such soft treatment? Why don't I get to be, like, jealousy can be a shady aspect of Scorpio. And shame is a thing. For what's underneath jealousy is shame. So shaming others is not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. And I think you're coming to the emotional fortitude to not shame anymore, or not feel shame towards yourself. You're like, yeah, people gonna people, like you're very much allowing them to figure it out. You might be in a community where people are movers and shakers, or they're athletes, like you might be in a family where you just have young teenagers that are very like, ambitious. You might feel exhausted. There might be a issue with exhaustion. But I do show you sharing space and wanting it to be like the past. Maybe you have good memories when you were a teenager. Like sometimes Scorpios have some of the coolest stories of high school or college, how they got away with something, or how they did this graffiti, or how they, like really fun stories about how to be a kid, get away with stuff. And I show you kind of living that life now, looking at maybe your teenagers, or looking at the people that you take care of as reliving. You're like, oh, I did that. Okay. Like you're kind of smiling because you're like, oh, you're bad. I love it. Like you're funny like that. You like creative bad. You like creative good trouble. You like good trouble. Yeah, this horse is, some of you have like kids that wear shoes too big, or like wear like bulky clothes or something, and they're real skinny, and they don't understand how that makes them look smaller, but you're not going to say anything. It's like that. It's like you're not going to say anything about people's styles, their choices, because what would PR you're really good at public record. You're really good at interviewing. You're really good at you know, what does the public want? You're really good at setting trends, you know. You know, you could be a really good politician if you wanted to be, but most of you don't. I know that. But yeah, you're using this like, it's like, I don't care if you're male or female, you're like everyone's favorite grandma. Now, if your kid's pregnant, let's not talk about that, but you're definitely learning your judgment from this era of working with a partnership that you just needed to get out of, you know. It could have been a business partnership, a friendship, a romantic relationship, a family relationship, any kind of relationship. It could be all of those, none of those. Okay, one of those. But what I showed that you learned from it and what you're ushering in is like this new energy of like, none of us perfect. None of us perfect. We're all your children, you know, like speaking to the big they in the sky. We're all your children, all of us. This ain't gonna matter in 20 years. Don't worry about it. Using your best judgment based on people's, how they need to do. Like, it's so crazy that you're so relaxed. You're fond of people. You really embrace how they enjoy life. You see their little labyrinth. You could complete their maze and tell them how to do stuff, but you won't. You'll let them learn themselves. It's like when you see how people learn and then they learn it, then you welcome them towards you. When you see that they're doing the same thing, running around chasing their tail, you might offer a mantra or a quick advice, but you're not going to do much more than that. You might offer to listen, but if they keep repeating the same things back to you, you're going to call it. You're going to be like, tweet, that's a foul. You get the bench. Okay? The team is only as strong as the bench, okay? That's what I got for you, Scorpio. That was cool. I like that energy a lot. All right, let's go. Let's do, hi Spirits Tunes. I love other readers. Okay, let's do Saggy. 4242 Sag, what? Are you unlocking life's code? Sagittarius. Okay. Look up what it means. What does 42 mean? Look that up, because that's like a major heaven type of number. Okay? Sagittarius, this is for your energy under the lunar eclipse in Pisces, the blood moon, happening like as we speak. Almost. We're about 2 hours away from it. Hi, Nakia. We're on Saggy. That's right. Isn't that your sign? Good timing. 4242, huh? Master number unlocked. Anyone a nerd? Okay. All right. Let's go. This is for Saggy. Oh, by the way, a couple things. This cycle has started January 11th of 2025. So 1/11/2025 to July 26, 2026 of this year. It will be reminiscent of a cycle that happened 18 and a half years ago, almost 19 years ago, from June 2006 to December 2007. So if you were alive then, try to think back towards that time. What were you doing? What were you into? Who were your friends? Where did you work? Okay. Think back towards that time. Think about the energy that you learned and the cycle that you went through, because it's going to kind of be like an echo or a repeat of that cycle. And if you need help removing an energy to a small enough place where you can come to a level of acceptance of your grief over a person, I have a 111 spell to help you start over, especially if you're working with like anyone with extreme behaviors like narcissism, sociopathic, or psychotic behaviors. Those are extreme behaviors. they should be extreme. And I'm reading for a lot of people. I'm like, yeah, this behavior, not acceptable. We need to learn how to let them figure that out. They have choices. See the shadow. You get it. Sag, you know. You already know. Let's do it. This is for Sagittarius. Not say the 111 spell wouldn't be cool. But anyways, I don't do a lot of spell work. All right, Saggy. This is for y'all. Saggy. This is for y'all. This is what the lunar eclipse is taking away and what it's bringing in. St. Michael, please protect Sagittarius. Virgin Mother, please understand Sagittarius' behalf. I heard all I do is win. Win, 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 win. Of course, we're talking to Saggy. Oh man, Sagittarius. It's taking out some really shitty energy. I don't wanna work. I just wanna bang on the drums all day. When the Packers score a touchdown, we sing. Oh, the Green Bay Packers are a thing. Anyways. Go sports. Listen, you have been held back, not able, because the powers that be don't see you in all your glory, Sag. And let me just say, you've had some shit to say about it, okay? And that shit talking cycle has put you in a headspace that you're like, I hate this shit. I don't like this workplace. I don't like these people. I don't like the way this family's acting. I don't like this church. I don't like this mall. I don't know. This customer service agent did this to me. Very opinionated about my airlines. Okay. Oh yeah. I sent this. I lit a match and I was just trying to clean off my card. See that little foible there? That's actually a match head that like almost caught this card on fire. So maybe you were burned. Maybe you were burned by a deal. Like I'm hearing like a lease or a car or apartment or a house or something. Maybe you were burned on a deal and you're still like butthurt about it. You were scorched. You were angry about it. This is not a happy customer. If you get in Karen mode, Saggy, which you do, okay? Let me just tell you, you talk so much shit, Sag. Like, I love you, but this is what's leaving. Your ability to just demand and talk shit and demand that people bend to your will. That's leaving. Now, if you are a kind-hearted, patient, sweet Sag, which none of you are. I love you, but none of you are. You will realize, and you're like, I don't feel sorry for them. They're codependent. I'm following the rules. Whose rules? Whose rules? Let me tell you about therapy. I go to therapy. Okay, great. Let's talk about that. Therapy. The DSM-5 was written by white men. Diagnostics are a trap. There was a study that I posted on my Instagram, Saggy. This psychologist deemed that it was the institution, not the people that were being diagnosed, that was wrong. So he took 20 sane people, including himself, and institutionalized them. All of them were diagnosed with some kind of mental disease. They had none. They had none going into it. These were stable people with homes, families, lives, okay? The study continued for a long time. A lot of these people were institutionalized for a very long time. So if you tell somebody, and this might be you might be in an institution like this. If you tell somebody you're the problem, you have a problem. We need to medicate you. We need to put you behind bars. We need to strap you down to a bed. If you tell somebody that, yeah, they're gonna go crazy eventually. But I also see your free will here being like, they'll never get me. I love that. I do. I love that. Don't you dare think that it can't happen to you. You could be a millionaire one day and homeless the next. All right, Saggy, that's what is going on here. God's like, are you sure you want to say that? Are you sure? You're talking a lot of shit over here, Sag. We're gonna cut that shit out right now. Like, that's what's getting taken care of. If this is someone in your life, if this is an institution in your life that is doing this as well, that is exemplifying this for you, stay the fuck away from it, man. Don't talk shit about it because, man, it's gonna come back. All right, what's it bringing in? What is this Pisces? And your immutable sign, this is gonna affect you. Okay, this eclipse is gonna rock you a little bit. Okay, so fairly warned. I love you very much. Are you the first mutable sign that I've done? No, Virgo. Virgo's in the South Node though, so they're safe, kind of. All right, so I just heard not necessarily. Anyways, okay, so sorry to deter from your reading. All eyes on you, right, Saggy? It's your reading. It's your time. All right, something that you have been choosing. You're very confused about. It might be dating. Somewhere where you are shopping around looking for something. You could be looking for a new home, a new job, a new person. Something that that's what this is bringing in. You're trying to speak to exactly how it must go. You're throwing all this energy at exactly how it must go for you. I have the choice. It's my turn. Me. That's what I show, is like very pinpointed GPS manifestation energy here. And you know what? They're gonna trip you up, Sag. The monkey's paw is like, okay, you got your wish. Okay, like it's gonna show you some karma. And you're gonna have to face the karma in your choices of, this is what I wanted, it's gotta look like this, it's gotta smell like this, it's perfect. And they're like, okay, here you go. And you're gonna get your perfect world. And you're gonna be like, I did not sign up for this. Wow. Choose well, Sag. Be patient. Say kind things about other people. This karma is coming back. This is your shadow, so we're talking to the moon here. If you want happy, good, lucky, go get them kind of energy, then we'll do some sun salutations. But like, this is your shadow. And your shadow has been undealt with, they said. You have not even tried. You have not even tried to look at yourself. This is crazy. You're going to be haunted a lot by a lot of ghosties. A lot of these spirits are trying to tell you, they're throwing things at you even. Don't come running to me. Don't come running to me. You need to handle your own ghosties, Sag. But like, honestly, you're going to get everything you wanted, and it's going to be a trip. You're going to feel like, I don't have the people, the emotional fortitude, the money, the energy, the mind-bending warpedness to take all this on. I don't have that. You just might need to learn how to ask for help or be a team player or, yeah. Oh boy. It sounds like you bit off more than you can chew here, but that's normal. And actually, I'm super proud of you because you're doing things that no one else does, clearly. Like, you have set yourself apart. You really have. Like, ahead of the pack, number one, leadership material here, okay? Who wants to follow somebody who talks shit about where they came from, or like every little detail that didn't go their way? Who wants that? Nobody. We're all doing our best, you know? That's what it is like accepting that someone's best is enough. It's one of the 4 agreements. And it's got to come from you first. You're going to get everything you ever wanted, but it's going to come in a confusing package. And you're going to have a hard time describing what I mean. You're going to have a hard time. This shadow is looming. It's not going to happen today. But this shadow, check back in July of next year, this shadow, you'll be like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, Tarot d'Amour. Okay, Gracie Cakes. You didn't give me the reading that I wanted. I gave you exactly what you wanted, says the moon. You manifested this. Okay. How do you deal with karma? How do you deal with like the things, the mistakes that you are part of? Intentions pave the road to hell. So, and Earth is like a medium in between heaven. It's like the middle ground. So you can make it either one. And you're trying to make it heavenly. That's what I like about you. That's what I like, because you'll take these big bounds towards a heaven, a utopia. And you can have that. I just think that you're finding yourself increasingly alone in it because your principles don't align with the group. The group is now like, oh, Saggy thinks they're too good for us. Okay. Ask yourself who's been good to you and who are you good to? Ask yourself, how can I return the favor? Ask yourself, who should I buy a gift for? Ask yourself, who could be more generous with me? Who do I need to talk to? I need to talk to somebody. Okay. These are all things that you might need to process in the next upcoming months, okay? All right. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of a lonely sense here. You might be feeling like I'm by myself, nobody loves me, but you are loved. I'm here. And for a small fee, no, I'm kidding. Okay, Sag. Let's see. All right, let's see. What do we got? Capricorn. I'm sorry, that was hard. I didn't like that reading. 5738. All right, Capricorn. Gotta clear my energy after that one. 3 deep breaths. Because I show Capricorn, I show you pretty content. I heard maladjusted. Well, we'll see. Malnutritioned. Okay, Capricorn. Are you a little bit comfort? Are you in your comfort zone right now? Let's see. Capricorn, this is for your energy under the, what is it? Lunar eclipse in Pisces, the blood moon. And this is a bleeding out of sacrifice to send as an offering and say, look, we've done this work. I appreciate whatever you're bringing me, and I'm grateful to have a life force. It is the energy of 111 behind it, new beginning. And absolutely, it's a 19-year cycle. The last time Pisces had an eclipse cycle, a lunar node cycle, was in 2006. So from June 2006 to 2007 is like kind of if you want to replay that year or so of your life, it's kind of giving you this is your lifestyle again. Like, this is how we do this again. Okay. And then this ends July 26th of 2026. So notice the repeating numbers, 111, 26. Okay, that's 88. This is a making of a new world. Okay, Capricorn. What are you making in your new world here? What is the eclipse taking away from Capricorn, and what is it bringing in? Don't forget, I have a 111 spell if you want any help removing an energy that you just can't seem to get rid of, okay? My spells are not like they're not a cord cutter. It's not a cord cutter. It's a deep root removal service. It's like trunk removal. Get it out of your forest. Okay. Saint Michael, please protect Capricorn. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Capricorn's behalf. Gotta pull up them weeds by the root, you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Nakia. You are on point. I know other Sagittarius is that. I know it's not you, Nakia. I know it's not you. That was for somebody who needed it, though. And in the next 6 months, you might find that question of like, what did I do? Anyways, we're back on Capricorn. We're on Capricorn. All right. The Fool and the Six of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords reversed and the Page of Wands reversed. Oh, I'm a Cap rising. I know what this is. All right, Cap. So you're leaving a cycle of I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna make new friends and I'm gonna be a family member and I'm gonna find love and I'm gonna do it. And you're like, here's me, here's Capricorn. And everyone's like, oh, it's Capricorn. And then you're like, no. Not you. I'm not attracted to you. I don't play. Whether this is work, family, little kids. You're like, come on, kids. You're like, not you, kid. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm like blushing. I can feel my cheeks getting red. Maybe this is interesting because it's a little similar to Sag, but maybe what's funny for you is like, you know what your problem is? Like on the way out, like you tell people about themselves. You're quick to block, Cappy. You don't play little games, little kid games. You're so mature. You are the most mature sign, probably, right? Capricorn? This is funny. You're like, la la la, this is nice. I'm gonna go outside and play. And you're like, y'all need serious help. I'm going home. This sucks. Blah blah blah. You know, like, no thanks. You feel like people need to appreciate you more. Okay, which is interesting. And when they don't appreciate you, you tell them. That's what's leaving. Is like, here's what your problem is. That part of you is leaving. That part of you that's very nitpicky and very like survival-y, and you know, it's not a fun part. You're gonna learn how to breathe into your frontal cortex. I actually show a lot of Capricorns already in this energy. And actually like Sag too, like, okay, any of the signs already in the Posi energy, right? Now, what it's bringing in, the Lovers, the Five of Swords, ooh, push-pull, the King of Pentacles, okay. Oh, you have a tendency, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Wands reversed, aha, aha. What it's bringing in, yeah, you're learning a lesson here, Cappy. You have a tendency to know you could manipulate people. You could be a Lannister about it. You could buy love. You could buy someone's love. You could control the situation that way. You could do it. You could convince someone to love your money, Cappy. And it's funny because when you enter into, it's like bribing kids. It's like if you're divorced and you want the kids to side with you, you buy them shit, and of course they're gonna side with you. You do this really secretive. This could also be like a really, like an anonymous donation. I mean, that could be a really good, you might make an anonymous huge donation and like never take credit for it. That's good karma. That's dharma. That's kriya. See, you love this person perhaps, like this in love, like you love this person, but you might have to compromise and like speak their language. This could be an animal. You might love this animal, but you might have to compromise and learn how to speak the animal's language. You might have to outsmart somebody who you love very much, who you have an undeniable attraction to. You might have to outsmart them at their own game. You might have to win at their own game of what they're doing. And then when it's time to come inside, like when you were a kid, or when I was a kid, I don't know how it is now, we used to play outside until we were called inside. When the street lights go on, or when, my dad whistles, like we all come, okay? It's time to put it down. You're gonna have to learn how to surrender, Capricorn. Put down the money, put down the threat, put down the treats, okay? Because there's more to, like when you train a dog in the beginning, when they're a puppy, you give them treats. Oh, good puppy, right? Here's what's wrong with people. People speak primate and dogs speak canine. And when the dog, and if you don't remember, there's a whole experiment about the dog drooling anyways. Even if you don't give them a treat, they respond behaviorally anyways that way. They are conditioned to respond to you, whether you give them a treat or not. And it's in your own head that you think that you need to fulfill that promise. You don't. When you start training a dog, you're learning their language. And part of learning their language is being like them. And part of being like them is saying no to them. Or not offering them a treat for every little sit. Maybe for the big new learning, okay? You can keep a dog learning if you withhold a treat. This is how it is. You're doing this with people, though. People are not just behaviorists. They don't just, that's part of how our psyche works, but it's not, it might work in the beginning when we're kids, but it don't work forever. Okay? And I show you actually giving up that way of training human beings around you. You do not have to buy people's love or chip in. You're good. If you want to chip into something, make an anonymous donation to some act that you believe is the right thing to do. Okay? Because I show you not fighting the flow anymore. I show you letting live and let live. I show you maybe moving to another place, another country. And you might find that the times of this place are more what you remember, how you want to be treated. Remember, oh, this is nice. You tried to open up. You wanted new friends. You wanted new love. You wanted new kids. Maybe you're a teacher. You wanted a new classroom. Okay, you wanted new people, new workmates, new work friends. It wasn't happening. You were dealing with very tit for tat energy. You pay the toll, that's it. Capitalistic. But now you're learning how to let go of that and look beyond human behavior in general and not fight it. I love this. Because you're actually manifesting that, how you want to feel. It's make new friends and keep the old. Like you want to travel, you want to feel abundance. You want to feel your abundance. Yes, you might have a nice big home, but it doesn't mean you don't want to see the world. I love this. You're going to stop resisting. There might be a time where you need to do this pattern a little longer. And then you'll see it and you'll become tired and bored of it. And you'll be like, why do I have to buy people's love? I'm tired of being your chauffeur or your never-ending font of money. Like, I am not the money tree. Just because I have 18 jobs like Lisa, who's a Capricorn. But you're going to be realizing, like, I got to put this down. Maybe some of you are going to retire. Maybe some of you will call in sick and then never come back. There's a little bit of heartbreak here, but I show you staying stable, of course. And then some of you might be moving within the next year and a half. No, not year and a half. Within the next, how many months is that? 9 months? This could be physical labor, so like some of you might be giving birth, some of you might be pregnant, or some of you may be expecting a child. You might be the donor. But they might be born during this eclipse cycle. Okay, this is good energy. This is good energy. I'm feeling very masculine energy here. Very masculine. The Fool, the King of Pentacles. All these pages are boys. Oh, there's girls in this card. And there's a woman on the Lovers, of course. But the feminine energy here is like what you're doing it for. What you're doing it for. And if you're alone, or if you're a single Capricorn who likes to remain that way, you might be doing this for yourself and then being like, okay, I'm tired. Now I'm going to give to my feminine side. Ultimate self-love and care. Okay. Wow. Very good. Cool. How we doing in the chat? Look at that. Nakia's cracking up. All right. She's like, that ain't my reading. I'm like, no, that ain't your reading. No way. All right. Aquarius. Thanks for watching anyways. I wouldn't want that bullshit. You can watch your North Node maybe. Could help. All right. Aquarius 72, 47. Aquarius, hello. How are you today? I am fine. Hope you are well. Are you writing somebody? Are you writing a letter to someone? Are you greeting someone? Are you a greeter? Are you a host? Do you do admin? Do you keep track of calendars? Who knows? This is your energy under the full moon eclipse in Pisces, the blood moon. And this is like the sacrifice that we've laid out to Mama. Anyone with a cycle that bleeds is a sacrifice there. I watch my North Node shit. Anyone with a cycle that bleeds has that sacrifice. Autopilot, okay? The moon favors people who are emotionally regulated, see their shadows, do not choose their shadows, and come equipped for their solar cycles, which we will do more solar intention work. This is just to show what this moon is taking away and what else it's bringing in. Sometimes this reflects your shadow, so just be aware that this might not be comfortable. But in January of 2026, you might want to take a look at this and review it. Because I'm sure that your North Node reading, I posted January 11th of 2025, will be speaking to this energy. I also want you to know, Aquarius, that 111 is a key number here for this energy. It's got fruit fly. 111 is a key energy for this time frame because it started on 111 of 2025. I released a spell on 1/11 of 2024 that's for releasing major energies that have been kind of like wronged you without cutting cords, so to speak. Okay? So that's available if you want to contact me. So yeah, watch the Lunar North Node reading from January. Check. And use your North Node to watch that. Watch this coming up right now. And check out, what else? Come on back. That's what I wanted to say. Come on back in July 2026. Okay. Saint Michael, please protect Aquarius. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Aquarius' behalf. Love and abundance abounds. All right, let's see. Leaving. 3 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. They kind of, they're leaning reverse too. Okay. Very wishy-washy. 10 of Wands. You also get the King of Swords leaving, but that's your energy, so it should be interesting here. Oh boy. Well, Aquarius, what's leaving here is that is my South Node, huh? What's leaving here, Aquarius, is my South Node, so I'm feeling this energy of I really don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to. I can. I don't want to do this. I don't want to. I don't want to work with these people. They don't deserve my gifts. I'm going to move on to another, like, it's just this brutal cycle of, God, it's burdensome. It could be work, for sure. Like, you keep staying. I think that you're going to, like, finally quit that job. If you haven't quit that job, I think you might finally do it. This could also be friendship cycles. You know, I try to make friends and I contribute and contribute and contribute. And then I feel like they don't want me in their group. So I move on and I have to like constantly tell myself that someone loves me and that I'm welcome somewhere. And I have to have this dialectic thinking where both things are true at the same time. And I just really don't want to be in this mindset anymore. I want to be accepted. I want my knowledge and my wisdom to be seen and heard. And maybe in this cycle since January, you've started to kind of fall away from things that are burdensome, heavy. This is for all Aquarians. This is a very unisex energy. I'm feeling male and female energy at the same time. You might be non-binary. Some of you might have a calf muscle issue or a strain, a muscle strain on your hamstring, your buttocks. Maybe that's getting worked out. Maybe you're doing some preventative maintenance on some injury, maybe physical therapy to prevent injury further. Maybe that's getting worked out. Maybe that they're taking away the foolish ideas of I can continue this. No, you can't. Body doesn't do that anymore. Lots of wisdom here. Lots of wisdom. So they're not taking away your wisdom. They can't. They can't take away your wisdom, Aquarius. How cool is that? They can take away, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Okay? All right, let's see what's coming in for you. What? The 5 of Pentacles. Eek. The Ace of Cups reversed. Man. Strength reversed. 5 of Cups. What? Oh, man. Despite, yeah. You might have a real soft spot for flaky offerings for people who abandon you. You might think that you can save the world. You might think that that's the big one. You might have superhuman tendencies. You might think that you can save people or that you can save the world, and you can't. You can't. This is gonna feel really hard to say no to people because you see where they're at. You see, and you might even kind of have your own shit to deal with, your own bills stacking up, or your own poverty to deal with, and you'd be like, I'm not this. I can't offer when I'm feeling lack. Right now is not a good time. I gotta go through this, and then you might take to the couch a little bit. If you're in a partnership, you might be on the couch with your person a lot, kind of just meandering through a very like barren landscape. And we all go through this time. And actually, I show you stacking chips. Some of your energy is very future facing, and you're shooting off good energy into the world. You've invested in a lot of people. You've invested in a lot of financial things that you're just waiting for that to come around, to come back to you. This is like, I'll stick it out till I can retire. But until then, I'll just be, getting through it. Giving myself days off, maybe a lot of days off though, might be coming in for you. They want you to create space for peace. You are making peace with a lot of abandonment, a lot of sadness. Some of you might be grieving the loss. I feel like this may have already happened. But your comfort zone is to dwell or go too deep. When you're in that zone, do not make offers. I think that you know that, Aquarius. I think you know that. You used to have extra to give, and now maybe you don't. And that's okay. It's just a cycle. Because I show you need to save your money. I show you need to stay fit. You're still working on you. I just think that the world around you kind of gets you down, and you might have a real soft spot for people, especially the poor or people who have no family, or, you might feel lonely during this time from this energy of what's leaving, well, they're not really including me, so I feel like this time frame is just a kicker. It's like, it's going to work out, but here's the thing that keeps you up. Saving your money day by day, stacking it, and making sure you're getting through this time for you. Going slow, not offering because you can't help them right now. Maybe being a listener, okay? Sharing your soft spot in different ways. And staying playful, having fun. You might have a child that you really care about. It doesn't have to be your child, but a child in your life that you really care about that might become super important to you in the next 6 months. This is about like losing control, letting it fall apart, having faith that love will bring it back together. But in the meantime, we got to take care of our house, our family, our body, and our resistance factor, because my resistance is a little bit shaky at this point, I feel. And I'm speaking through Aquarius, I don't know, I'm channeling. But yeah, feeling like a shakiness in how much you can give. You don't got it in you anymore. And I feel you want to restore your faith. So you're just moving slow, day by day, and really working towards the body you want, really working towards the life you want to live. You're a listener, you're creative, and you do well. You do well despite your circumstances, okay? This is temporary. You're going to get through it. If you quit your job, you might not have another job lined up. or it might be a pay cut in your next job, but okay. That's a tough one. I love you, Aquarius, but I also feel you're okay with a little bit of a downgrade for a second. Just a little bit. Don't let it slide away, okay? Don't let it get out of control. All right, let's do... I'm sorry, that was not a fun one. All right, I need... That is the energy. I know I'm right. Like, I know I'm spot on, but I hate saying it. I'm trying to be really constructive and loving. 8551. I will say that Sagittarius one I didn't feel super loving in. I'm not sure. Okay. All right. Pisces. I'm going to redo yours. I needed to chill out there for a second. Sorry. Pisces, 8653. Wow. Sometimes when I call it apparition, but sometimes when I astral project pretty easily. Sometimes when I astral project, I just zone out like I just did, and I don't know how long it takes. And that was like a astral projection moment. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch what I was doing in that moment, because I have no recollection of, like, I know I was lighting this smudge stick, but I wasn't in my body. Like, I just like, it's like I was two people at one time. I was actually downstairs seeing what's going on from, like, the ceiling. Anyways, Pisces, you get me. They're like, Grace, you need to get out of your house. Okay. Okay, I give up. All right, Pisces. Oh boy, this is the bigums, huh? It's your Pisces, it's your lunar eclipse. How are you? Hope you are fine. Pisces. Did you laugh? Oh my God, yeah, you checked out for a minute. Yep, that happens. That happens, dude. And I'm not even high, okay? That was all natural. Oh, my friend Pisces. Well, if you want to watch that, that's pretty funny. Anyways, a minute of me just checking the fuck out. Okay. Well, I just handled like 4 deep readings in a row, so, and I'm hungry, but I'm definitely gonna enjoy some food after this. All right, Pisces. I'm really kind of like avoiding getting to Leo because I don't want the bad news. I hope I'm not giving myself bad news. Pisces, we're talking about you. Anyways, Pisces, this is your big day. All right. The lunar north node has been here for a while, okay? But this is the eclipse. This is the changeover. This is the 50-50, bam, moving into the new energy, right? And it started in January 11th of 2025, and it's going to be here till July 26th of 2026, so 7/26/26. You Pisces probably are going to be affected the most, and I'm hoping that it's not in a negative way, or that you're positively embracing the negative information being, because I think you all knew that you were in for this. I think a lot of the Pisces people that watch me are very knowledgeable themselves, and they kind of understand. Look at that, the same 5 of Cups. Maybe they've left and abandoned my channel because I hurt their feelings. Anyways, Pisces, this is for all love for you. And if you want to, you can watch your North Node reading that I did in January of 2025 when this started. And you can use your North Node to watch that reading. It might make more sense of this cycle and what it's supposed to be headed, like what direction you're supposed to be headed towards. You can also come back to this in July of 2026 to go over it again. It'll make more sense. Okay, so this might not make sense right now, and that's okay. It might make perfect sense and also okay, right? I love each and every sign equally. I don't play favorites except for Leo. Anyways, Pisces, this is for you. Here is what the lunar eclipse energy is removing and bringing in. Okay, so this could be happening at once. It could be happening. One of them could be happening. Both of them could be happening. It might take time for one to form for the new beginning, but definitely being replaced out. The eclipse energy happens in the blink of an eye, and actually it's coming up in about an hour and a half. Cross over on the other side of the world here. Anyways, oh, we got some amazing people in the chat. Thank you so much for watching. Pisces, St. Michael, please protect Pisces. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Pisces' behalf. Janet, you want to be a mod? If you want to. There you go. Ta-da! Pisces. Did I just bless this and then shuffle it? I did. St. Michael, please protect Pisces. Virgin Mother, please understand Pisces' behalf. Sorry about that. We had to christen Janet. Thank you so much. If you're ever around, I appreciate you, Janet. All right, let's go. 6 of Wands. 8 of Swords reversed. Ooh, this is actually good energy leaving. Ooh, the Hierophant leaving. Page of Wands. Okay. Well, Pisces. How do I say this? I'm feeling it's all good. Like, this is really a good energy. But I'm feeling this, like, elephant in the room that's not being addressed. And, boy, I don't know what to tell you. You're not concerned about winning, although you do have your wins, okay? And you're not concerned, maybe you've been, maybe you got a nice tax return or something from the government, a little handout, right? Maybe you're on disability, something like this. Unemployment. You've been managing a system. Okay, you've been managing a system. Now, you might work for a big company. You might manage those systems. You might be an IT. You might be, coordinator or admin or a manager. Straight up. Some of you come from the Pentecostal church. I don't know who that's for. It's extreme. But you come from that and you have this Holy Spirit part of you. You speak such eloquence because you come from this crazy background. So, like, you can manage hierarchies and structures very well. And then they're like, well, we'll take care of you, Pisces. We'll give you health care and a retirement package and all these things, right? And you could do that. You could. But I don't show you wanting to if you are doing it. And I definitely show you leaving a company or a marriage for things that are just more fun. For a brand new start. You want to start over. I want new love. I want new people. I want new friends. I want to wear new fashion. But you're also working within a huge system. So let's say if you're unemployed, well, yeah, the government is, or your former employer is paying you to have a new start here. Look at it that way. if you're on disability from the government, you know, you're being given a little bit of playtime. I think playtime's over. That's the looming thing that I'm getting. This new start that you had was a nice break. And I think that while you were feeling victorious over something, maybe you beat COVID, or you got through an illness and you finally feel better. Or maybe mentally, like maybe you were battling with a certain mental illness struggle and you are now feeling better. You're not like still the same person anymore. You've overcome it by going to the doctor. Like maybe there's a lot of things that you're just releasing and starting over with. And that start over was fun for you. The do-over part, the in-between, the mutable part, that was fun. But I have a feeling playtime's over. That they're like, okay, you're not a baby at this anymore. You're not new here. You gotta now pay. You gotta grow up. Growing pains. Oof. Okay, what's coming in for Pisces? The devil. I don't worry about you, Pisces, with the devil, do I? Yeah. No, I don't worry about you at all. Nah, you're good. You're good, Pisces. You're gonna remain autonomous in the face of like a supreme distraction. Like there's something here that, and it's not even like you know what this is. You've done this before. You're good, Pisces. You guys are working so hard. Oh my gosh, weekend warriors. You don't have to be a lazy. You don't even have to be a mod. You can just come and enjoy it if you want to. No pressure. I just appreciate in the beginning of my videos when the boob comments start that someone helps remove those. I just want my cleavage in peace, okay? Anyways, back to you, Pisces. Yeah, perimenopause, losing my hair. Anyways, Pisces. Wow. You're not setting foot closer to this. You've already done this game. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're busy trying. You're actually trying to maybe like build an empire. You're trying to build owning property. You're trying to build your own company. Maybe you're really good if you do work for a place. Maybe you're really good at the big boss likes you a lot. And you're getting away, far, far away from this devil game. Far, far away from it. And look at you. Happy, single, independent, in control. Some of you might be a dad. I show you taking accountability for your treasures. You might be going through your stuff, giving things away, revamping some childhood toy of yours, or maybe restoring stuff, like things that it's like going out of business or liquidation here. But you might be like visiting your own stuff this way. You're definitely removing a harsh energy out of your life. You have a lot maybe on the ground, so like clutter might be a thing. There might be stuff that you're looking at on the floor right now. You're like, this floor needs to be swept, Grace. How did you know that? You'll take ownership of stuff this year. You were ready. You were prepared, Pisces. You're stepping into your responsibilities. You're like, this has to get done. You might be working with another man. You might be a man working with a man, or you're in your masculine working with another person who's hyper masculine. So they're so hyper masculine that they make you feel feminine, but you are actually in your masculine energy. That's very, very unique. This might be like a very tempting person to go towards, but you're good right now. You're good on being single right now. Like if you're working with a masculine energy you're attracted to, you might be like, I'm okay. Thank you for this shelter. They provide you with protection and shelter, and like They hear your voice and they they amplify you. The Emperor in this role gets shit done. They might be coming from that Hierophant place. But wherever that devil was, you're done with the mind games. You're so done with it. You're past it. And they're just going to keep trying. It's okay. You're like, fine. I'm fine. I love it. Girl, you, sisters, brothers, I don't care who you are. This was honestly like surprising reading. You did your work, Pisces. Good for you. I feel like you knew this was going to be tough. And you were like, I'm ready. Like white knuckling it through. And now you're good. Maybe that was all into the preparation energy of the past lunar node cycles, like of the past 3 years or 3 to 5 years, that you were like white knuckling it through life. And now this lunar cycle has been a little bit more gentle to you, trying to bring, because death is your energy. The 12th house is yours. So like, you might be really good at endings. You might be really good at, you're a mutable sign. So change might be really like, oh, thank God. That needed to change so bad, right? So this might be relief. All right. You might also collect an insurance claim on your home, homeowners or renters. Anything else? You need a listener. You need someone who's listening to you. You need to like talk. You need a therapist. Angry cats? Okay, so if you come across cats, you might not be so scared of them now. For whoever's scared of cats. They're just part of your world, just like everything else. You might actually get into like some kind of creature that you used to be scared of. And you might get creative on how to make that like not scary anymore. Okay. All right. That was it for you, Pisces. Good job. Wow. That was nice. I should light the smudge stick in between each one, huh? Let's do that. I promise you I'm not going to check out like I did last time. Oh my gosh. That was so funny. Woo. Aries. Right on. 102. 48. And any of the mods, I totally understand if you want to leave. Oh, I talk a lot. Anyways, it's good info, man. Helps me. All right, let's do you. Oh, they went out and burned it. Okay, Aries is like fire, 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 and I'm like, okay, Aries. Okay, we're gonna stop now. There you go. That's how I ruined my eight of swords. That very little ember. Ooh, that smells good. Ooh, that smells good. Smudge pop. All right. Aries. Here we go. This is your eclipse energy. Moon in Pisces. Gentle times. Sweet fairy tales before you go to bed. Good nights. Be gentle. Bedtime should be gentle during this time. Don't drink and eat a bunch, you know. Treat yourself gentle. Anyways, this cycle started in July. No. Let me start over. This cycle started in January, on January 11th, 2025 to July 26th, 2026. If you're interested, you can watch the North Node readings that I posted in January. I also have a spell, and that January 11th is a special number. I did a spell on January 11th of 2024. I don't do a lot of spell work, but I do sell this spell to people who want to get rid of extra energy of narcissists, psychopaths, and sociopaths. That is a very specific item that I just mentioned and would need a lot of circumstantial evidence to see if that's necessary. But what it does is kind of drown it out, it deroots the energy, and it makes it into tiny little parts per million where you can come to accept there's poison in this air, but it's at a reasonable level. Okay? So we're removing the toxins to an acceptable level while also not really, I just don't think cord cutting is real. But that's just me. Ace of Pentacles, see? What an offer. What an offer. It's a hard offer at a new start. You know Aries loves their anus tarts. All right, let's go. All right. St. Michael, please protect Aries. Virgin Mother, please understand Aries' behalf. What is the lunar cycle taking away and bringing in? All right. The eclipse is taking away. Oh. What's going on here? What is this energy, Aries? Do you live with your parents? What is this energy? There's 3 parties here. There's 3 people. First of all, same thing for Aries as Pisces, like kind of like a playtime is over thing. This is going to create nostalgia and good memories. These kids are growing up, I heard, and there might be someone who well, there's you, Aries, the Emperor. Somebody who is the negotiation between you and who you love. Some of you are in a same-sex marriage or are queer. There's a negotiator between you and what or who you love. There's a negotiation. And this negotiator I mean, do you live with like a rich couple or something, or? There is a go-between energy here that's leaving. There is a go-between energy leaving. This is a very happy time. A familial energy. You might have connected to your father if you had been away from your father or cut them off. You may have opened up the lines of communication. And that might have been through a stepmother. I feel like you needing to, I must be off now, I heard. Like, you're like, thank you for this growing up. Thank you for helping me grow. I must be going now. Goodbye, rabbit. Like, you're growing up. Rabbit is the responsible one. Pooh Bear eats all of his honey. And then Christopher Robin calms down Rabbit when he gets mad at Pooh Bear. We have to grow up at some point. And Christopher Robin will never forget these little stuffed animals, but they need to be nostalgic at some point. So maybe they can be handed down to the next generation, and the stories can continue to thrive under love. A loving family. This is a loving family dynamic. They're grown up now. They might be teenagers that are like, we're into girls now. We're into boys now. They might be into the latest trends, or need the best clothes, or some of them are soccer players, or you're a soccer coach, or you know a soccer coach. Okay, what's it bringing in for Aries? Magician reversed, 6 of Wands reversed, Star, 8 of Wands reversed, 7 of Pentacles reversed. Well, it's bringing in a time of healing for you, Aries, where you couldn't make things happen. You were manifesting a specific thing, and you just saw it not happening that way, and you accepting that it didn't go your way. It's bringing in an era of acceptance for you, which is the last stage of grief. So that's a good feeling, actually. It's bringing in a good feeling. Now, it doesn't. You might dip back into like, oh, I'm a loser. It didn't go my way. I didn't get what I wanted. But you're actually, by January of next year, you felt this in January of 2025. But in January of 2026, you will feel it on a new level, a new cycle of attainment, they said. And you won't be talking about it because you can't be sharing your victories out like that. Like you're in control of your mouth. And you also are not spreading bad information about the things that didn't work out for you. In fact, the things that didn't work out for you, you're not going to be sharing them. Because when would an Aries ever admit that they made a mistake or were defeated at something? But you will be using that information of defeat, of this is pride coming in, where you're prideful. If you remain prideful and stop talking about the things that are not good ideas or that are bad investments, if you remain prideful, it'll come catch up to you. But I don't think you will, because the Star is here. I think you'll be able to swallow your pride about the things that are unspoken. You never spoke up about that you could have or even should have. This is a certain arrogance to this too. There's a lot of energies that you're going to have to be healing from. Financial losses, friends, popularity, things that you used to think were owed to you even. Some of you Aries, this is for a select few, are getting exactly what you deserve and needing to heal through that. The happy family dynamic is the falsehood that you're going to need to heal through. Whatever you are doing to temporarily soothe your pain, you're going to have to be a big kid now. You're going to have to treat your own inner child. And you don't know how and you don't know when, but you've been silently stacking your stories. Some of you are really, really bummed that you made a bad investment. Either in a person, a place. What is this about? What is this about? Why am I struggling? Yeah. You took for granted your mother energy. your mother trying to help you, your mother leading you to a specific pathway. You took for granted that energy of being taken care of. It's a financial energy. There's going to be a repercussion if anybody has paid your bills for you. The loan is going to be due. So just so you know, if you're not in a financial position, if other people have been paying your bills for you or taking care of you, that loan is coming due. Whether it's in person on paper or spiritually. You're going to have to repay the loan. Yeah. The collectors, the bill collectors, are going to be incessant on you if you don't. You're going to get approached by bill collection agencies. They're going to be stalking you and taking, some of you might get repossession here. Yeah. You might need to do business with a new person here. Go into a place where you let go of greedy people, and you might need to renegotiate something here. Your business partner is, you've got two of them, and one of them can't be trusted, but one of them is like always trustworthy. One of them might be a woman that gets very masculine, that you might have to just continuously deal with. Yeah. Anyways, this is child support. Some of you back taxes, or not sure, but there's something there that's coming due, and you're going to be healing that energy, because if you owe, if this isn't for you, Aries, then okay, great. If you don't owe any money, then great. And then what you also kind of see is like your arrogance or your pride energy, Aries, is going to be healed too. You're going to be able to like swallow your pride and say, I'm sorry. And the energy to heal this is coming. Okay? Your financial worries and anything that you've done that you're like very prideful about specific things. Okay? That's what I got for you, Aries. I hope that helps. I was trying to be very gentle. All right, Taurus, 1/18/16. Okay. Hi, Taurus. How are you? Hope you are fine. All right, Taurus. This is going to be your lunar eclipse in Pisces energy under the blood moon. This is under the north node of Pisces and Virgo, and started that lunar node in the sky January 11th of 2025 and it lasts until July 26th of 2026. Taurus, you might want to watch the North Node reading I posted in January, using your North Node to watch the reading. The energy of your North Node to watch the reading. Also, I have a 111 spell that will help rid your energy of any kind of extreme abuse. And we can go over that if you want to talk about it. And this energy might come back as making more sense in July of 2026. Okay, let's go. Roxanne, ah, hi Roxanne. Aquarius is at 7247. or 1 hour, 12 minutes, 47 seconds. Okay, Taurus. This is your lunar eclipse energy, Taurus. What is the Pisces lunar eclipse taking away? And what is it bringing in for Taurus? St. Michael, please protect Taurus, Virgin Mother. Please intercede on Taurus's behalf. Taking away, Four of Pentacles reversed. Five of Swords reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. And the Queen of Pentacles wanting to reverse. Okay, so what this is taking away from you, Taurus. Excuse me. What this is taking away from you, Taurus, is your inability to take care of yourself. It's taking away a few of your expensive tastes. You're going to have to learn how to save money in this one. This is about money. Okay? Some of you have some mother wounds to consider healing or giving to the next generation something better than what you got. I think that your laissez-faire spending, it's treat yourself spending. It's like treat yourself. Well, you've treated yourself into quite a debt where now you are basically at other people's mercy. And you're not able to pay these people back, or pay your loans back. And they're giving you an opportunity to become more self-sufficient. How to take care of yourself properly. You want the best? Well, you got to be able to afford the best, right? And I think you know this already. But they're taking this cycle away from you, so that's good. You also might have to learn in this cycle that you will no longer accept a pittance for your work. So no breadcrumbing. There will be no breadcrumbing. There will be no codependence on you emotionally. And you will need to regulate your paycheck here. All right. What is the eclipse bringing in for Taurus? That was a pretty simple answer right there. Six of Cups, Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, almost reversed, Lovers reversed, Queen of Swords reversed, huh? What is this? Queen of Cups, Six of Wands reversed. Okay, so this cycle, which ends in July of 2026, okay, is about a friendship. It could be that your spouse is your best friend. It could be a best friend protecting you, or your spouse has come forward to protect you. That's what it's bringing in. Take that as you will, because it could be anything. It could be any person from your past coming in to protect you, coming in to help you. Something that you're unsure about, but you've been really, really focused on maintaining. There was a situation where you were falsely accused, stuttering. I heard stuttering, or the phrase, did I stutter? This is no longer protected because temptation was given into. So there was a fight. It was a harsh fight. It was a knockdown, drag out fight. It already happened. Don't worry about this. But now you're dealing with the rubble of it. You're dealing with the consequences of this fight, and you're not informed on how to handle it. And that's why you need your friend's help, your best friend to come through for you. You need that protection. This friendship is telling you how to emotionally deal with the situation that you're in. Because you're no Queen of Swords. Like, you're a Taurus. You're a baby. You'd much rather be a Queen of Cups here. You're quicker to adopt a Queen of Cups than a Queen of Swords reversed. And I see a win for you. I do. I see a victory here. In not speaking to them and not engaging, even though you really want to. You really want to give someone a piece of your mind. This person helps calm you down from whatever this is, this fight. You really want to give them a piece of your mind. You want to go the fuck off on them. But someone around you is like, is that wise? And there will be consequences for that, especially in a courtroom. And you keep this level-headedness. Because Tauruses can get quite angry. They can get really angry. And once you fuck with the bull, you get the horns, man. But you're learning how to contain the bull, how to matador the bull. It's raging. Raging bull, remember that at Great America? Anyways. I show you having remorse, wisdom, courage, and how to contain you're saying what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. But I also show that your journey is feeling. Stick to feelings. How do I feel? It's not reacting, it's responding. And it's using minimal words. A lot of people look up to you, Taurus. A lot of people, you might be an influencer. And if this goes wrong, then you'll be seen publicly like that, you know? So, like, you have a lot at stake. You really have to watch what you say. And there's a person here who helps you temper that. That's what I show for the next... It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You need meditation, and you need to let this person who protects you honor yourself by not going off, by not using words in anger, because when you use words in anger, you manifest that. It comes back to you. Words are spells. Be careful, okay? All right, that's what I got for you, Taurus. Most of you will be peaceful about it. Most Tauruses are pretty peaceful, but this is for maybe a Taurus with some fire, or, you know, a Taurus who's done things that they're not sorry about. Okay? Careful with that too. If you're not sorry about something you did wrong or something that you said that hurt someone else, you have an impact on other people. You need to understand that. Okay? That's what I got for you, Taurus. Love, love, love. Lioness is here. Hello. Boy, is she the hottest thing on YouTube. My goodness. Thanks for the cheers, sister. Leo's sister. Janet, if you're here, what is your sign? I don't know your sign. I know Nakia is a Sagittarius, and I gave her the worst reading ever. People probably misinterpreting us speaking up. Are you a Taurus, Janet? I feel, Taurus, listen, Janet. It ain't your job to speak up. You're the Empress. You sit there and you let someone talk on your behalf. Talk to my lawyer. This is my friend. Talk to my friend. Okay? Abraham used Aaron to speak for him because he was a bad speaker. All right? Love it. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Gemini, oh my gosh, 13003. Whoopee! Okay, Gemini. This is for you. Gemini, you speak up now? Careful, you're learning how to speak up then. Careful with your words. Tauruses are meant to be gentle, soft, taken care of, luxurious. All right, let a fire sign step in for you. How about that? I'll handle it. I got this, Taurus. I love you. All right, anyways. Gemini, this is your lunar eclipse energy in the sign of Pisces. A blood moon, if you will. Blood sprinkled on the grass. Actually, blood is actually like sacred, right? It's used in crops. Like a lot of farmers use blood on their crops. Did you know that? Periods used to have a sacred ceremony of women running through the fields, bleeding on the crops. It's abundant because blood has, they use pig's blood for it, but it has certain nutrients for the soil that you just can't get. Anyways, the blood moon is all the sacrifices that we've made coming back to us and making those sacrifices willingly to say, okay, how do we make it better now? So this is going to go over what we're taking away and what's coming in. It lasts from January 11th, 2025 to July 26th, 2026. We're smack dab in the middle of that, I believe. And now the changeover is going to happen. So there's going to be new energy coming in, old energy leaving, and it's going to be probably sudden, the changeover. Changing of the guard, they said. And then also, you can watch your North Node reading that I posted in January. Use your North Node to watch it and see if it's kind of, making more sense now. Because I remember doing those readings and being like, I don't even want this. Like, I don't. And now I look back at it and I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. Okay, cool. So also you could come back to this in July of 2026 and be like, okay, cool, grace, I guess. Shrug. This is moon magic, so it's not like what you want to hear. Sun magic is, like, we can do some sun magic, but let's do some moon magic and see what emotional things we need to take care of. What is irrational? What is illogical? What is our moon stuff? Our moon thing stuff. Emotions. Gemini. Got some emotions in there? Maybe. Hard eye roll. They're like, never! I admit defeat, never! All right, Gemini. This is your lunar eclipse energy. I also, by the way, I also have a 111 spell that I set on 111 of 2024 to remove narcissistic, sociopathic, or psychotic behavior from your life. And works pretty good. Anyways, Gemini. Did I do it blessings? Okay. Gemini. Saint Michael, please protect Gemini. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Gemini's behalf. Love and abundance abounds. Let's go. This is being removed. The Judgment and the Four of Swords. Okay, hesitation for sure. Okay. Overindulgence is being removed. And like a secret tactic that you use to divert attention is being removed as well. Okay, so this is fun. This is kind of fun. It's a little bit of a chess game here that we're playing. We're talking to a Gemini here. I have 0 Gemini in my chart, which means I've mastered that sign. Thank you very much. All right, anyways, just kidding. I'm not kidding. You had this idea of the perfect body or the perfect person. And it was more about the body in the past than anything, and you were very distracted by that idea. You're very distracted by that idea, and you've done your work since then. Okay, you're done trying to reconcile it. You're done trying to be good. You've made peace with this idea that it's just not realistic. You've made peace with it. No matter what they do, if this is a person that comes back, that's very attractive, very sexy person that comes back, you just are like, you don't get to have that anymore. Okay, you're very good at like cutting this person away from you peacefully. Okay, they no longer have any kind of pull or even influence on you, because it's very difficult to influence a Gemini. You prefer to be inspired, right? Any overindulgence or smugness of your cute little world, Gemini, is going to be toppled over. So if you've been overindulgent, if you've been smug, if you've been a know-it-all about how the world is or how your world is and what you like and all these things, and you're not sharing it, that's gonna be a sandcastle kicked over by a mean kid or something, Someone's going to enjoy their own energy this way, or there's a big I told you so here. Okay, that's out of here. That's out of here. Bye. What else was getting kicked out is this tactic. Oh, this was fun. You use like, I don't post on social media because like you don't lower yourself to the rest of us. Like, Gemini. It's secretive. It's like nepotism. That's getting kicked out real quick here. Not what you know. I don't want to go to school. I don't need school. I do this work. And I don't need school. I never needed school. I don't need a diploma. Your degree sucks. It's like, well, in the world there are two kinds of people, those that get diplomas and those that don't. Like, and that the fact of this matter is, here's the fact of this matter. I don't need a diploma, even though I could have gone to school and afforded it. That's what's getting kicked the fuck out. Is the fact that you could have done something great, but you didn't. You became great anyways. We're proud of you. But there's a lot of smugness and greatness being smashed. I don't need you, mom and dad's trust. Like, if this ain't you, then good. I feel like this is a very self-fulfilling prophecy about what you think makes you happy, Gemini. There's a lot of ego attached to this, but also a lot of suffering that you've let go of. So not to get it twisted, you know what I mean? You have made sacrifices to be here. I do find that the energy is a little bit like fuzzy bunny, nothing can go wrong or touch me energy. Your ego might win for now, but some of you might need humming meditation. So if you hum, you can't be thinking other thoughts. Did you know that? So if you ever like meditate, I don't know how, I always have all these thoughts. They say it's thinking of nothing. It's like, that's a thought. Okay, so like you get in this loop of like, no, don't think. And then you're like, I'm thinking, that's thinking. If you hum, you can't think extra thoughts. Love that. All right. Let's see what this beautiful Gemini energy is bringing in for you. Let's see what it's bringing in. Oh, there you are. Another Queen of Cups out on the board. Yo, everybody is pulling the Queen of Cups in their bringing in energy. It's like the new thing to do in zodiac fashion. You're on the bottom of the deck here. You're the only card. You're the only one doing this authentically, Gemini, and I will give you that. Amazing. That's really good. You are pulling in full force fashion of Eunice, right? Somebody might know somebody named Eunice or have a grandmother named Eunice or, okay, anyways. I'm getting EU, so European Union, or any name, the Eucharist, or something that starts with EU. Anyways, what's going on here is you'll move on from things that are exhausting, that's for sure. You'll definitely move your energy elsewhere. You will not work with people not willing to work with you. Okay? That is what the first thing to go. That is what you're bringing in to your world. You've done a lot of moving of furniture, or maybe you moved house, or there's been a lot of muscle building here. Okay, so maybe your job is like a physical job. Maybe you're a yoga teacher or a physical, what are they called? The coach? Trainer? I also show that you don't want a lot. You want your little piece of a neighborhood somewhere. You want a little place you can call your own if you don't already have one. Or maybe you want to move out of your situation to a place you can call your own. I also show you ringing it in, like the money-wise. You're definitely starting to invest. You might need to look at your long-term investments. You might need to take a minute to, it's like relearning cursive, like you might need, cursive, but you got a financial plan, but you just gotta look at the allocations and like, what do I even stand for? Is this where I want my money? Like, that's how you vote, where you put your money. You put your money where your mouth is, they said. You're holding back offers. You're holding back, and offers might be withheld from you as well. Okay, so in this full honesty of this full moon, they might be holding back on you as you hold back on them. You might not be, being offered. What is that? What? These offers might not be coming. But you are patient. I'll wait. What line do I need to get into? Sure. Let me sign that. It's like, okay, no problem. You might be dealing with like bureaucracy here. I got this. I got it. No problem. Okay. Queen of Cups. I hope you're having a great day. No, you. I hope you are having a great day. This is charm. This is like you charming the line, like while you're waiting in line, you're giving a little show to the people waiting in line, and then you get up to the customer service, you're like, how are you as a human being today? And they're so happy to see you, Gemini. You're very sweet, you're funny. This is you having lived through a lot, but there's a very self-indulgent time that's coming to a halt. And it's going to be now about finding things you can invest in, taking your time and offering to these things. And what you'll notice is that the things that you chase might not want you. And you'll be having to work on your emotional fortitude of that being okay with you. That's okay. I'm okay with the word no. This has to do with maybe in the past you were privileged, or like, let's say you were in you're in your prime and now you're maybe headed out of your prime, and you see that people don't value you. Where the fuck did this come from? A full-blooded housefly? We don't do houseflies in my house. No, we don't, Gemini. Anyways. Fully influenced by your authentic journey. I do show you lusting after someone. They're just not returning it. or vice versa. Maybe you're being lusted after and it's like, it's always vice versa with you. It's like the same. So as within, so without, I guess. Like people want you, but you don't want them. And the ones that you'd want don't want you. And okay, you know how to work with that. And you're working through that. You might be seeing a therapist, a counselor, a coach. Somebody who really listens. And I show you, like universe asking you. Maybe in the past you were a really good listener and now you're like, I don't have time for this. But asking you to like take into consideration being an unconditional listener, active listening. Gemini, it always helps your situation anyways, right? But then instead of using it like, how can I use this to my advantage in the future? Instead of that being your reason to listen to someone, use it as like, I hope this person finds their blessings. And that unconditional listening like that would, it's going to enhance you. So being a real friend or being a real person is going to, anything that you do, whatsoever you do to the least of my people, anything that you do to help the least of someone. So people who, are being bombed or genocided or poor people or whatever you do for these people, you're being seen for it. You're gathering up a lot of chips here. So, might feel like butt. Might feel like, why me? Shakes fist at sky. But I do think that you understand this. I do think that you're like, that's life. I'll just do my best. That's all we can do. We're all just doing our best here. It's a very accepting energy. It's very live and let live. It's very sweet. At the end of the day kind of energy. Okay? I'm a little concerned about the Ace of Pentacles reversed, honestly, that there's withholding because you're withholding, but you don't know what you're withholding. Hey, make it that you're withholding for your taxes, okay? Anyways, all right. That was for you, Gemini. I feel like that was like, sorry. Not sorry. All right. So, let's do Cancer at 147.58. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. What do we got? All this. Oh, hi, Mojo. I didn't even know you were here. I was busy channeling. Chickens can cross the road without having their motives questioned. Different breathing techniques. Well, thank you. You're like, I guess, thanks. Okay. Thank you for watching. Okay, here we go. Cancer. This is moon stuff, okay? I'm a sun sign. I work with the sun, okay? This is moon stuff. It's not supposed to feel good, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In advance. Cancer, you're such a moon energy. I don't even think that you're like, you're probably like, I already know, Grace. Cool. Help me, help you. Help me, help me. I'm really scared of Leo. It's okay to be scared of something, okay? I'm okay being uncertain. All right. Let's do you, Cancer, though. Let's talk about you. You know that you're just a conduit for me to get to Leo. Come on. Any Cancers in the room? Can we talk shit? I'm kidding. Cancer. Hey, thanks for all the likes and the people watching today. Thank you so much. I'm so feeling it. Thank you so much. She's long-winded. Whoo! But when it's your turn. Let's go, Cancer. Let's go. All right, Cancer. This is for your Full moon eclipse energy in Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. It's the blood moon, so all your sacrifices, all your little sacrifices going into the mud as abundance and blessings, okay? The garlic butter, break it out. There she is, Linus. We always get the garlic butter because all we are waiting for is Leo, right? Jokes. All right, Cancer, this is about you. I'm sorry, I keep making it about Leo. Maybe that's a message. Maybe it's a message for you, Cancer, to make it about Leo. I can't stop with the Cancer jokes today. All right, Cancer. This blood moon is going to show you what you've sacrificed to get where you are, and it'll bring out stuff, and it'll bring in things right quick. Okay, so if it's like the bringing out of energy, if you have been noticing this, then okay. But also, this has been happening since January 11th, 2025, and will continue the energy until July 26th of 2026, which is, Leo season next year. You're going to be on the tail end. Your birthday season is going to be on the tail end of this energy, so you might want to come back during your birthday and come watch this video again. There's also a video that I posted in January of 2025 on the North Node, so you can use your North Node, it's easy for me to say, to watch that video and kind of see the direction. And I'll tell you what, the cause and effect are just like, I watched it and I was like, why was I right? Anyways, Cancer. You can also, oh, by the way, I made a 111 spell. Since this lunar node cycle started on 111 of 2025, I had made a 111 spell in 2024. It takes a while, but it is to help rid you of narcissistic, psychopathic, or sociopathic person. Hi, Melissa. All right, Cancer. Whew. This is for Cancer. Full moon in Pisces. Saint Michael, please protect Cancer. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Cancer's behalf. Here we go. What's leaving the star? What? Oh boy. The moon? Why? Who are these people? I just got a crazy craving for a tamale. That corn like exterior. Oh, it's good. Oh yeah, you know where I'm headed after this little walk to get a tamale. All right, anyways. Cancer, back to you. Don't know if someone's eaten one of those or what, did I get 5? Okay. Why did I want to do more for you? What's leaving your energy? It seems like it's pretty nice. 7 of Pentacles reverse is leaving your energy. You letting go, like you won't have to sa so hard over cutting your losses. And I mean this in like financial settings. Like maybe you've had to take a lot of hits financially in the past, and like you're tired of making stupid financial moves, and you're like, I have breathed over this for a long time and I'm ready for that to go away now. So you no longer want debt or anything like that. You're like really done with like dumb financial mistakes. You're ready to be a grown-ups. Okay? I also show what's being removed is somebody who gives you courage to do something or inspires you to do something. This person isn't the experience. You are the experience, Cancer. And so this might be a bestie. They can no longer give to you in this way. Okay? You'll just need to let them free. Let them be free. Let them go, because that'll keep your friendship. Okay? Because otherwise this person will be like, oh my gosh, you're a leech, Cancer. Like, you'll take whatever I give you, and I'll give you a lot, and then I try to show up and I don't receive anything back, and that's kind of a concerning issue. And these are things that you know about, you hide. You know this about yourself. You're healing them. You're healing these things, okay? So this is about you what's going on is you are receiving the end of a cycle. It's a 19-year cycle. Think about June 2006 to July 2000 or to December 2007. June 2006, December 2000. Think about that era in your life if you were around then. But think about that era that you lived through and what you were doing back then. And the music you were hearing, and what kind of world you were making for yourself, because now it's all the end of that cycle. It's all at the end of that cycle, okay? You are pulling in, they're done with you being the healing person. It's kind of harsh. It's like your healing time is up, or your free paycheck is up, or like the free stay or whatever you were getting it's up. You knew that this can't be renewed. It's based on it's disharmony. It's based on a lot of willpower. And it's going to be a little bit tough because you're going to have to let somebody be themselves. Like, you're going to have to accept them where they are, and you're going to have to let this person now, like this even might be work energy. Like, your boss might be this person who always advocates for you, but hasn't really been, or maybe you're this boss that you advocate for people, but then they don't show up, or they're flaky at work, or they're checking out early, or whatever, and you have to like creatively manage that. If that's you, you won't have to do that anymore. Because maybe that's your workplace with you saying, you know what, Cancer's a team player. Let's just like not have them be in charge of people for a while, because they just need to be in charge. Like, maybe they just need a promotion. Okay. So this could be a promotion, but it could also be that if you were taking this energy from somebody else, that the gravy train is stopping. Okay. It's generosity, clearly. It's good energy, but you're able now. It's like you're well now. Some of you may have called in a wellness check on someone, or they called one in on you. That's kind of scary. I hope you're okay. But yeah, this feeling of, oh, Cancer's going through it, it's starting to get old, and people are starting to be like, yeah, Cancer's always going through it. Okay. You kind of feel it too. You kind of know that your timing is good. I feel like you're okay with this. I feel like you're like, yeah, I get it. Okay. All right, so the Justice card coming in. That's what's coming in. The World reversed. Uh-oh. 2 of Pentacles reversed. 5 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. What's coming in is for you to correct your past. Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles here for what's coming in, Cancer, and this is really hard energy to work with, because this came in for Aquarius too, so don't feel bad. You're not alone. Your energy is like, okay, well, we're already in the abandonment issues. We're already in the poverty issues, the weird poverty shit. Okay, 2 of my Pentacles have already fell off, like, but there's one more that needs to fall off before you can pick up the pieces here. And you're not quite done with the lesson. Justice, Libra season is going to come swipe through. Maybe you're swiping your credit card a lot, but Libra season is going to come bulldoze this situation for you. Anything that you haven't learned is going to be taken to the ground. And you have maybe you have debts that you owe, and you've paid off 2 of the debts, and you owe a 3rd debt, and now you're ready to pay off the 3rd debt and be done with this. That could definitely be it. Some of you might commit bankruptcy and just call it a day. But there is definitely a lesson here that hasn't been learned that they're gonna complete the lesson. You're done. You're done getting free help, free payout. It's gonna be kind of karmic, and you kind of know in the back of your head that you owe this money, or that you owe this party, this whatever this is. You want to return back to a time, Cancer, this okay? You want to return back to a time when you had stuff to give, because you did have this time. And that's when you do your best. It's like when you feel good, when you feel fulfilled, when you got a lot of money flowing in, you feel really good. And you want to be able to share it. You want to be able to be generous. You want to be able to like help people that helped you. You want to be able to pay people back. You want this energy. 717 at the top of my screen. Your number is 7, by the way. Some of you might have stored a lot of your... Can you hear me? Can I get a hearts or thumbs up or something? Can you hear me okay? Because I just got a weird message on my phone. Can I get hearts? Anybody? Bueller? I good? Okay, thanks everyone. Okay, cool. So you Cancer, you're calling in the repayment of all your debt. You're like, okay, done deal. Now I can get back to me. Now I can get back to my generous side. Now I can get back to myself. Now I can be the friend and the person that I'll be after this is over. It is not that long to deal with it. You've been dealing with it for 19 years. 6 more months is not that long, okay? So you won't be broke forever. You're going to get this victory. You're going to figure this out. I'm super rooting for you, Cancer. I'm super rooting for you. There's one last thing that they're like, okay, we know, Cancer, we've raked you over the coals a few times here. We know that you've been subject to loss, but if you balance out, if you balance your checkbook, your energetic checkbook, your financial checkbook here, you're gonna figure it out and you're gonna be able to feel good again. This is a good 6 of Wands. This is a person who wants a future, who can afford a future. Love that for you. Let's go. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, the Devil reverse. See, you've really come a long way. You've stopped the bad habits. You've stopped maybe smoking or whatever, okay? You've done a really good job, Cancer. I'm really proud of you. That blood moon sees you and your sacrifice. Hello. All right. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Some of these have been like, woof. Saggies was, whew, sorry. Woof. In a good way, though. Anyways. Leo! Leo! Was that really loud? Sorry if you were wearing headphones. 163.18 for Leo. Oh, you know, just 2-3 hours, whatever. Leo, I knew it. Here it is, Linus. You've been waiting. So patient. Thanks for watching. Rah, 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 rah. I feel cheerleaded. Thank you so much. I feel confident. I feel inspired. I feel scared. I've been giving everybody some shit, but you know what? I know the sacrifices. Leo, this blood moon is about sacrifice and what you've bled out into the ground to create fertilization for. What grounds are you fertilizing is a good question. Also, this energy lasts from January 20, sorry, what am I talking about? This energy lasts from January 11, 2025 to July 26, 2026. That is the lunar north node in Pisces, and it will continue until next July. You can watch the lunar north node in Pisces reading that I posted on 1/11 of this year, 2025. And see if watching your north node, mine happens to be Leo as well, but if watching your north node starting to make sense a little bit. Also, you can contact me for my 111 potion. It helps you rid yourself of narcissists, sociopaths, and psychotic entities. Should be few and far between kind of energy, but I'm finding it increasingly damaging, and we need to start trusting ourselves again and building better communities. All right, let's go for you, Leo. Also, you can rewatch this one in July of next year during your season. Aw, thank you. A kilt? It's gonna be a minute to get into the kilt. Jill, I have a really, like, I don't know what to call this image. It's of you changing into a kilt and taking a long time to do that. Oh man, now it's in my brain. Oh, I gotta drink some tea. Linus, help. Did I cut this damn deck? Can I get some hearts and stars if I cut the deck? My memory is, it misserves me at the right times. Did I cut this deck already? I can't help it. One big leg at a time. Actually, you could do 2 big legs at a time into a kilt. That's what I'm going to be like. No, you're skinny now. Okay, did I cut the deck? You don't remember either? All right, fine, I'm cutting it again. St. Michael, please protect Leo. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Leo's behalf. Blessings and abundance abound. Love, blessing, and abundance. Ready to go? They want me to do this guy. Why? Leo, your choice. You get the pick of the litter here. Here's what it's taking out. Oh, good. Good riddance. Good riddance to you. This is amazing. Hey, Leo, you've taken a lot of fucking ego hits and a lot of rejection and a lot of fucking players and a lot of narcissists and a lot of fucking, your sexual energy is just ramping up and like, oh my God, your claws are like, Jesus Christ. You have had it, Leo, and so has the universe. Oh, what a relief. Wow. Yeah, taking away players that come in, make a big offer, and then fucking disappear. Taking away people that started up real strong and then just fucking flake out on you. Taking away people that don't make decisions, that you have to make the decision for them. Leo. Taking away people that you love more than they love themselves. Taking away people that are that you are forced to reject. You were forced to reject them. You never want to reject anybody, Leo. I know your heart. You want everybody to be included. You love the misfits and the ones who just don't fit. I know you, Leo. You are, and this has been how you've been treated, because I was there. I was a Leo during this time. I've been rejected so many times in the past 5 years. And this is a 19-year cycle. And I remember times in this 19-year cycle where I was egoic, where I chose the pretty Instagram ending, where I chose to, oh, this is what's going to work. Oh, I'll be happy if I have this person. They're hot. I'm good. I am good on the hotness. I am good. I am good. I don't need these victories anymore. Take it away. Bake them away, toys. Like, it's just like, you don't care if these Keystone Cops take away, as long as they've taken away the bad ones, you don't care if they don't even know what they're doing. And then there's this forgive them, Father, for they don't know what they do. Because Leo, like, your sign is indicative of the Father, like when it comes to religion. Okay? You are the sun. The sun is the end all be all of the zodiac. It's Sirius's sun. So Sirius is the master granter of wishes. Your masculine father energy, I feel like Leo can be one of the first signs that we become and one of the last signs that we become in our lifetimes. But I think that also this Regulus, who's a rule right now, kind of exalts Sirius's energy and says, "Oh, let's take that victory energy. Let's take that control of the ego. Let's take the being seen and heard to the next level, and let's record it. Let's put it on video. Let's make a spreadsheet and record and collect the victory there." Universe has done this for you. You do not need to write down all your woes, or I know you feel maybe like you need to catch up on some of that stuff, Leo. Universe sees you, okay? You just have a little bit. Okay, you just sit here. Okay. Wow. Here we go. What's it bringing in? I'm scared now. I'm like, what is it bringing in? Oh, yeah. Okay. But Daddy, I love him. I'm getting like real princess energy, Leo. You're no princess. You're a fucking queen. You're an empress. Let's go. All right. This is funny. Very dramatic though. Taking away the drama, Leo. It's bringing in new drama. Leo, this is so drama. This is because Lioness is in here. I know it. She's drama. You are drama, girl. I love your drama. But you are. And it's like, I know I am too, but you just got this special kind of drama. It's very Leonian. Okay, what this is bringing you is like, I don't even want love, Gracie. I don't even want love. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to consider it. I don't want to go on these dating websites. I don't want to be seen in public. I'm going to dress up and I'm going to just do my business, take care of my friends, be seen with my family. I'm going to take care of my nieces, my nephews, and my babies, all the kids, okay? I'm going to just like pour into the little people that pour into me, okay? That's it. That's what I want. That's what I want, Grace. Hey, Leo. I'm in the bath. What would you like? Like, hey, Leo, it's me. It's me. It's that King of Pentacles. It's me. I thought, you're looking so much like someone who needs to be taken care of. You're looking so much like someone who needs a king. Are you open to a king? Well, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm doing my nails. There's too much shit in the past that's like, this person's willing to wait for you. There's a person here, a King of Pentacles, who's willing to wait for you. They're going to come offering in this cycle. Before July, mark my frickin' words. It's not going to happen now, maybe instant. Who knows if that's what you want. But like, you got to be ready for this. This person, y'all ready for this? Okay. You might be like not paying attention to the reading. You might be watching the game, or actually right now, I think it's in 2 minutes is the lunar eclipse. Anyways, yeah, and a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, yeah. There's going to be somebody coming in. I heard Tiger's Eye. I heard Wu-Tang. I heard Tiger Style. That's a good song. All right. Somebody here, it's like kind of like opposite energy of you. This is a young person. So this person feels younger than you, but they feel like they've got the world at their fingertips and that they've got a control on their finances and their job and their career. And they are looking for a princess to take care of. They're looking for an empress, really. And you're kind of like, yeah, I stepped off the empress throne because I'm really tired of managing that by myself. Like, and they're like, well, let me be the king of pentacles. Let me reintroduce you to kings and queens. You don't need to be an empress right now, Leo. You need a king. Pay my bills. I'm kidding. Someone who's generous. Someone who's generous. Somebody who would do things like pray with you, who would pray for you, who thinks about you, someone who's thoughtful, somebody who wants to do the things that you like too, someone who listens to your bullshit and thinks it's kind of funny. Oh, there goes Leo again. They're feisty too, this person, this kind of feisty. They got a little bit of banter here. They got a little bit of wit. And they're attracted to you, like super attracted to you. Enough that they would wait for you to finish resting. They would, this is weird, but they would enjoy watching you sleep. Like, oh, look at my peaceful angel. Like, not in a weird, creepy way. You know, don't take it like that. Unless you want to, I mean, that's your kink. This is a person who has put down, I think you're also, you're also done with voyeurism, Leo, because you're a very hype person. You're very easy to build a crowd or make a scene. You're done with voyeurism. You're done with people watching you. You're done with people copying your ideas. You're done with people, anyways, that's what we're done with. Anyways, we don't have to dwell there, Gracie. This person's going to take a while to make a big offer towards you, a long-term offer, but it's definitely what's coming in the future for you. You might not be with this person until like after this cycle is over. So be patient with yourself, and in the meantime, rest up. They want you to rest. Continue to rest. You've been burnt out. You've been burning out. Is this an undoing? Some of you may have lost a father figure or a friend. You still mourning that? Or maybe this father figure or friend is bringing you this person to say, here, Leo, you make terrible decisions. Here's a person who's not a bad decision. And you're going to like them. How's that? And you're going to be attracted to them. And like this person that you may have lost is the consult to the underworld that you need to guide you. It's an ancestor. You need this ancestor to guide you, to guide this person towards you. So put your faith out there that your ancestors got your back, okay? Because they do. They're going to bring you somebody. And it's going to be appropriate. It's going to be long-term. And it's going to be someone who's patient and willing to work with your psychosis, whatever the fuck. And you're going to be resting and you're going to feel good. And this person will also feel like home, but in the way that's not abusive, in the way that's like, we just chill and watch TV together. He doesn't make me feel anything I don't want to feel, or she doesn't pressure me into sex, or they don't demand that I cook for them. I do it because I want to. It's like a very like, we're here because we want to be here. It's a very relaxed energy. They might want to take you on vacation. They might want to travel with you. Let's go, Leo. I never pull love for Leo. Never. You can watch me in the past. I don't pull love. Like, not like this. This is auspicious. This is an occasion. This is somebody you really earned over time. Especially if you've been keeping your sex life under a rock, Leo. When did you take a vow of chastity? You never did. You just wanted something reasonable here. And I think that there's a reasonable person coming through. And you'll be attracted to them. You might play well with them too. You might play sport with them, or anyways. That's what we got. Hey, I don't make the rules. I'm just reading the cards, y'all. Well. When you go into your subconscious a lot, your lunar energies come through. They come through. Solar energies. We got a equinox coming up, so I'll do some readings for that, and we'll make it more happy and real and good luck and all that stuff, like the things that make you happy. Okay, this is emotional, so sometimes it's not easy to look at or fun to deal with, but I apologize to the sign of Sagittarius. That's not what I wanted to do today. I apologize to the sign of Gemini. That's not how I wanted to treat you. Maybe even a little bit of Aries, Aquarius. I think the rest of these were pretty strong. And kind of like, yeah, we know. Like I could feel the audience of whoever's future watching this is like, yeah, we know, we knew. I've been feeling that. Okay. Some people have their 3D some people have their 3D blinders on, that they're just in their 3D so much. They're working really hard, or they're just very focused on their 3D realities that they miss the surrounding, 2020. And some people learn all the 2020 stuff and then focus. So it just depends on what mood you're in, or what learning cycle you're in. We all go through all the cycles. So some people get wins, others don't, energetically speaking. So let's all win. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching. Anybody want a question? Any of the mods want a question answered? I'm in the mood. This is my reading. It sure is, honey. You want Janet? Come on, line up, sister. Let's go. My new mod, Janet. Line it up. You want a question, honey? What's your question? And you're a Taurus, right? That's important. All my besties right now are Tauruses. No, you can ask me whatever. I'll just give you a quick. I'm feeling generous. Will Ryan watch my posts? Can I help you rephrase that? Let's say, let's assume that yes. What will Ryan learn from Janet? Can we say it that way? Can I get a couple hearts if that's maybe a nicer energy to ask about? What will Ryan learn from Janet? He's definitely watching your posts. He wants to be at your party. We already know that. All right, let's do it. Ryan, what will Ryan learn about Janet? What will Ryan learn from Janet? What will Ryan learn from Janet? Say, Michael, please protect Janet and Ryan, Virgin Mother. Please intercede on Janet and Ryan's behalf. Love, blessings, and abundance abound. Oh, you like that, huh? He'll learn that he wasn't fair to you. He'll learn that he had choices and he chose wrong. And he'll learn that he's going to need to come forward and say so. Ooh. I'll answer a question for you, Mojo. So that's what he's going to learn from you. He's going to learn that he was wrong. He's going to learn that he has choices in the matter and that he chose wrong. He's going to learn he was unfair to you. He chose wrong. And he's going to need to be vulnerable in the future. If it's not you, it's somebody else. Who is it? do you think it is, Janet? Upright, 100%. 100%, okay? 100% Janet's court. Yeah, he's coming for you. He's coming to court you. Yeah, he wants to go to your event or something. He wants to be invited to something. This is up to you, Janet, okay? That's going to be up to you. You can choose him if you want to. If you find the good memories outweigh the bad memories, that's what I would say. Think about that. You want to keep it 51-50. You want to keep it 51-49. Good memories to bad memories, at least that, okay? You want really much more good memories than that, but fucking take notes, know what I mean? All right, Mojo. Let's see. Okay, what is this? The twins are arguing. Clean the attic and take books to the store to sell or trade, or take a nap and clean later this afternoon. What do you mean later this afternoon? It's already afternoon. Hey, it's eclipse time, Mojo. I'm going to go with rest. I'm going to call rest before. It's eclipse day. You don't have to work hard. You're burning yourself out, buddy. I love your heart. Better get the invite to the party, Janet. Yes, jokes and costumes. And adorability. All right, let's go. Mojo. They said auspicious and specific. We're doing warm-ups like hot pot of coffee. What is he saying? An Anchorman where he's a unique New York. He's a great Odin's beard. Maybe you need your beard. Maybe you need to get some new oils, well moisturized. Maybe you need to go to the barber, get one of them hot towel treatments. St. Michael, please protect Mojo Jojo Tarot. Surgeon Mother, please intercede on Mojo Jojo Tarot's behalf. Blessings and abundance and love abound. All right. Saint Gabriel, what you being guided towards here? 1 foot on the banana peel, 1 foot in the water. You ain't even near the grave, baby. I don't know why you're feeling old. Hi, Sarah. Okay. They want you to have patience. Look, listen. Some of those books that you have, Mojo, you should take a nap. Here's why. Some of what they would be guiding you towards is like, oh, even better. Like it makes you feel like you're lazy or unproductive by taking a nap. I get it. But here's what taking a nap does. You have some books and information that are extremely valuable and will become more so if you sit on it. So like there's going to be some kind of future, what is this? Somebody will be looking specifically for what you have to sell in the future. Like you're going to be finding this person with this special book. I don't know if you like collect antiquarian books or something, or you got a whole side business of just books even. Maybe you'll meet a book seller or collector, a Queen of Wands even. They said, I always listen to the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Patience. Patience with yourself, honey. Take a long bath. Eat a big meal. Take a big nap. Because you can't give if your vessel is tired. They said you've been... you're about to take flight, but they said that you've been burning out, so you need to help the youth. The youth need your help. Okay? I don't know what that means. Yeah. Whatever those books are, it's better to wait. I think you have a treasure you don't know that you have. It's like Antiques Roadshow. You read 9 hours yesterday? Damn. I'm reading 190 minutes straight here. Tarot de Moor, that's pretty long. I read 5 hours yesterday. We're readers. That's what we do. I didn't make very good money yesterday. My Venmo's in the thing if anybody want to tip me. Who else has a question? I think that was a love reading, yeah. Lioness, nothing for you. You got your answer. She heard what you want to hear. I never do that. I don't do that. I just feel like I'm like, deliverance. You're welcome. Thank you for watching, Sarah. Oh, Janet. Wait. Oh, thanks, Janet. Oh, I thought this is Janet. See, I am dyslexic, so. Anyways, that's how it looked in my first glance. Thanks is TKS. Anybody else have a question? Lioness, Nakia? Or no? This is kind of, you don't have to Venmo me. Shush, not nonsense. Don't do that. We all just take care of each other, us readers. I meant, if it's oddly specific, maybe in the future. Or if you want to consider doubling down on your question, I'm gonna put it out there in the universe that Grace told me to take a nap. That's, I guess. I struggle with it because I like bartering and fair trade much better than capitalism. But bring me a narcissist and I will charge them the fuck for a reading. I've read for lots of nasty people in my life. It's nice. It's so nice. You're like, your happy little world is about to come crumbling down. Jokes. Thanks, Janet. I enjoy hanging with you too. Thanks for hanging out. I'm pretty fun, mostly. Most of the time. I've been much better about preparing and not like being pressured by the algorithms to like produce more. I've been like, okay, I'm not gonna do live readings if I'm not able. Like if I don't feel like giving, I'm not gonna do it. And most days, honestly, not you guys, but y'all people, like peoples me out. Like I just get like, no. I'm very to myself nowadays. Hi, Crystal. I'm offering you the Mahdi types and the ones that are regulars. Take a nap, buddy. Find your person. I love it. Don't chase. You saw the reading. Don't chase. No chasing. Thank you, Mojo. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having fun with me today. You sat through all that bullshit. Hi, Crystal. I feel like Crystal's a community member, huh? Crystal? Or no? Anyways. I'll do one more free question. You definitely frequent? I'll do one more free question. Who wants to ask a question? I'm feeling generous. I'll do one more free question. Thanks for the likes. 20 likes maybe might be cool. I don't know why I'm such a small channel. Maybe that's my big comeuppance. Do I have love coming? Sure, of course you have love coming. Every day, all the time, 24/7, you got love coming. That's a dumb question. Who's the next person coming into Crystal's path? Who's the next person coming in? This is a full-blown, this is a $40 reading. Let's go, Crystal. Who's the next person coming into Crystal's life? Love-wise, please. And I'm talking real love, guys. Who's next for Crystal? Next. St. Michael, please protect Crystal, Virgin Mother. Please intercede on Crystal's behalf. Who's next? Tell me when to stop in the comments. Tell me when to stop in the comments. Tell me when to stop. I'm going to go at varying speeds. Tell me when to stop in the comments. I'm looking for a real love, baby. A real love. Boop. All right, I'll do the rest. You're choosing, okay, in the past, you're choosing to, yeah, burn out on people that don't deserve you, Crystal. And this person is also going to kind of be burnt out on that shit as well. So they're going to feel your energy. You guys are going to be impatient with each other as far as wanting love now. Okay? Yeah, you're very attractive. This person is going to remind you of an ex. It's not an ex. This person's going to remind you of an ex. Okay? It's going to be triggering because you're going to be like, oh, and you're going to feel really good. You're going to be out and about. You're going to be looking good and taking care of yourself. So if you want this love to come through, start that process of wearing the mask, wearing the makeup, wearing the hair, wearing the dress, okay? Or whatever you wear to look and feel good. You gotta fake it here. There's a little bit of a fake covering because I know you're both gonna be kind of done, fed up. I'm out. But then you're both gonna want love really bad. It's like, it's like this like crazy hot energy. It's hot. Don't get burned here. This person's going to trigger you. They're going to remind you of an ex. They might even look like an ex. Oh man, there's your King of Pentacles. Are you a Leo? Wow. Oh my. Girl, I don't say this kind of shit very often, but this next person might be your long term. You're going to have to get through the triggering of what your exes did to you, how the past treated you. You're going to have to sit through that with yourself and process that and take it slow. You're going to have to go slow, even if you don't want to go slow. You're going to have to. Okay? Amazing. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. Could be a Sag. Could be a Cancer. This person will want kids, perhaps. They'll be stable. They might be like an accountant or like somebody who's like really they've got like a job that they're always going to be needed. So their job is like they're always going to need this person. They're not like, I think every human being is attractive, but they're not this person is not classically attractive. They might have like certain features that stick out, certain characteristics that are how do I say this? Like poignant nose or prominent nose or like a big chin or something like this. Mojo, you did a magic thing. How'd you do that? Thanks, buddy. He wrote the powers that be. He has friends. Thanks, friend. Crystal. Yeah, this person is going to have some kind of characteristic that's not your usual, but you're actually quite intrigued by their... It's like a face you could watch for a long time. You don't get sick of it looking at them. And nor they to you. Even if you're not your best, they still show up. They try to encourage you to be feminine and in your energy. They try to guide you. They'll be a good person. I don't think you know how to manifest this. Work on saying like it's already here. Just act as if it's already happening. And then even if things are totally rough and awful, you'll be good. Then you're at least attracting the right people. It will move slow is the answer. Move slow. And don't let this person trigger you because they remind you of an ex. That was specific. Abracadabby. You got the magician vibe right on there. We need to help manifest better, okay, Gemini? I've already mastered the sign of Gemini. There's none in my chart. Thanks so much. I'm a Virgo Venus. I'm really good at calling in love for other people. For me, I'm really good at calling it in. I'm very picky when it gets here. Ooh, you're gonna get me to 400 people? How? I don't know how you're doing it, but I'm gonna read some more. Who else wants a reading? Anybody? There's 5 people in here. Who else wants a reading? Mojo, you're only number 3 on my top fans? What? What? Who else would like a reading? Anybody in the room? You too. I am a good reader. This shit gonna be true. Are you a Leo? Are you a Leo or a Leo North Node maybe? Leo Moon? Because it seemed like exactly like the Leo reading. And I shuffled quite a bit since then. Crystal, are you a Leo? Shit, how did you do that? You're a Leo rising. There it is. Ooh. That's your real life. That's your real life. That's what's happening in your real life. It's not just who you are, you know. The sun is great, but your rising sign is where it's at. You do stuff. Thanks so much, Mojo. You got me to 400? How'd you do that? I hope they're real emails. Even though I say release the Epstein files, you're still gonna like get me some followers and shit? Unapologetically. Release those damn files, you fucking perverts. Fire them all. There will be new people to fill the position. Yay! Yay! All right, y'all. If nobody wants a question, and we're already at 400, and you got 26 likes in here, Mojo! Come on. I feel blessed and highly favored. King of Pentacles, Leo. Thanks, Mojo. She just needs a little love. Yeah. And a little money. And a little house. And a little car. On a lake. In another country. Where it's always warm. And I know the language. Maybe the house has a studio where I can dance, teach my classes. I'm just over here. Hi, Sarah. Oh, nice, Sarah Lewis. Thank you so much for that long compliment. That was so sweet. YouTube let you fit all that in there? Wow. Thanks. I don't know. I like to think. I'm going to go toot toot. I've been reading for 20 years. I've been a professional for 9 years. I've been full-time tarot reader for 3 years. Like, YouTube is my second love at this point. Sometimes it's my first. When I got nobody else, I go to my YouTube. And sometimes y'all make me feel like how I want to feel, right? And my Instagram. I got a bigger following on Instagram than I do here. But I like the community on YouTube because we know what we're doing. You know, like we know how to watch tarot. We know how to talk about it. You're nerds like me. I love it. You know, it's like, it's fun. And I love the drama. Honestly, all the readers who hate each other, I'm like, oh, like feed that to me. Oh my God, that's so cool. But here I am sitting here knowing that I'm one of the best readers in the world. Honestly, I know that secretly, deep down. Like, I'm being authentic. I know I'm a really damn good reader. I'm damn good at it. And there's user proof. Evidence says that. But I'm not always right. And I attach my ego to shit, and I make bad calls, but they're definitely the good outweighs the bad. One thing I think about myself is I don't have the audience of Ali or Tyler or Sassy, but I see myself as a combination of those three. Like, me and Ali have almost the same birth chart. I'm just a little different because I'm a Libra moon and a Cap rising. We're both Leos. She's a Libra rising and a Cap moon. And then I sit here and talk like Sassy. And I wish Sassy did her long form. And she's not feeling well. But I was with her since she was at 30K. She deserves every ounce of her blessings, girl. She is goals. She is dope. I'm not always like her, but that's okay. I do me. And I feel like Mojo is one of my inspiring. He's conspiring to inspire. I do feel inspired by his community and his work ethic and how he reflects the work of women. But I also feel that he's got his own space to take up and that we need to listen to everybody. Like he needs definitely to spread more. Like, we need more of him in the world. Love my girl Selena. She's been nothing but a posse, and most of the people in this room are from Mojo or Serena. I love my girl Lioness because she's always pleasant, and she's always sweet, and you can't get her down. Like, you cannot deter her spirit. And I know she probably cries really hard. I know her struggle because I am a Leo too. But she's a sweetheart, and I'm not always that sweet. I got a Leo stellium in the 8th house, Sun, Mercury, and North Node. I don't know if that's a stellium then, but anyways. I am grateful for Nakia, for Aries Man, for Lisa. Gosh, so many other people that show up relentlessly on YouTube and just like live in this world that we created. One of my goals, I'm manifesting currently, like as I'm doing this publicly because I like to put it out there to the universe. One of my goals has always been to gather people. I like to do effortless event planning. I like when people are like just ready, or just ready-made. And I have been definitely invoking that into my tarot. Like, so when I show up to do tarot readings now, people are lining up for me because that's how it should be. That's exactly how it should be. And when you see the line forming, you're like, I can't believe it's happening. It's just, let's go. This is what you wanted. Go get to work now. And that makes me so supremely happy living my purpose. Now I want, and I used to do this before I had the means to, maybe. I just kind of scattered my energy everywhere trying to help everyone else become a reader. And I was like, this community in Milwaukee needs more togetherness. And I tried to create a community. And it worked. I did. A lot of the people that I created that community with are still very much close friends. I'm still very much close friends with a lot of the people there too. There was a lot of brokenness, a lot of departures, a lot of, to gossip, rumors, whatever. But I know that intention is seen and heard. But what I really want to do with tarot on these platforms is create like TarotCon. And I know that I'm going to be the only person that knows how to do it. So I'm putting it out there as a manifestation, but I want all these readers who hate each other to be in the same room reading for the hundreds and thousands of people that want this. And honestly, I'm not jealous that, these other readers have 800K or 600K or 300K or whatever, even 100K. Even 1,000 likes, even 1,000 viewers to me is like something to be jealous of. I've been on YouTube a long time. But I feel like the nerd factor is so high and the international factor is so high that there needs to be a gathering, and there needs to be, the ones who blaze the trail and the ones who are following the trail and the up and coming ones. Honestly, I get some of my best reads from newbies. Oh my gosh, as I say it, this car that has, I think it's called chameleon paint. It's like when it like has like 3 or 4 colors. It's orange, green, and yellow, and red. It just pulled into the dollar store. What? Custom paint job. Let's go to the dollar store, honey. I want to take you out. We can't afford this car, but we can certainly afford the dollar store. Hilarious. I think it's like a Toyota Corolla that's just like got a custom paint job. This is awesome. I'm like, why not decorate it? Okay. Amazing. Well. Okay. I think I'm good. Putting that out there in the universe. TarotCon 2026. We'll see. We'll see what I can manage. Readers, if you see that or you want to start a rumor, I'll put my email up in the description box, and let's move that. Let's move that to a great city. Let's get some eyes on it, and let's fucking make it happen. Because if everybody made it happen across the board, we can make the whole world meet together. How's that? How is that? Nakia! Aw, Mojo, what the frick? I better go buy some headphones. Mojo, you're the cutest. Thank you so much. You're the sweetest friend. Thank you. Yeah, right? We would need to, it's not that hard, but it does take a bit of an organizer. So what I would need is, you know, people. People I love. But I want the famous people too. Anyways, I'll get some headphones. Nakia, I see you. Would you like a reading? Would you like a question, honey? You've been a really super helpful mom. You want one? Sure, baby. Yeah, because that Saggy reading wasn't fair. What is your question, sweet love? That Saggy reading was... Man, I spanked you guys. I was like, spankings. Spankings. All right, Saggy. My friend Nakia, what's your question? What's your question, please? Oh, messages for Nakia. Okay, good. Oh, how humble. I love that. Messages for Nakia. What does Nakia need to know? Messages for Nakia. What does Nakia need to know? Someone blowing smoke? Man, people in Milwaukee, Wisconsin will tailgate for everything. Packer game's coming on here in a minute. All right, this is for Nakia. Saint Michael, please protect Nakia. Virgin Mother, please intercede on Nakia's behalf. These are your messages. I'm going to let you tell me when to stop. This is what kind of happens in my virtual reads. Okay, ready? I'm just going to do this and then tell me my hands when to stop. Two more times. Ready? This one. Okay. Bam. I liked that. Oh, you're going to be traveling soon, huh? You're going to be traveling soon? You got a flight? You got a red-eye flight or something? You're going to be up late. Oh, man. You're excited, though. You're very much like, get me there. I want to get there. Let's go. Get me there. I'm hearing that. Like, you're very excited. You're very future-y here. And it's just like the world is teaching you something here. It's like something's still ready to be learned here. And it's kind of keeping you awake at night. So if you're finding yourself awake in the middle of the night or having trouble sleeping here, maybe you're getting the witching hour about 4 a.m., they said. 21 is another number for you. 16. What's going on? What's going on? You've been waiting on something to pay off. You're very patient with someone who's like really needs a little bit of a. They've been down. They've been. I don't know if this person has issues with ideations but you've been very patient and very giving towards a person that's not doing okay right now. And you've been super helpful. You've been very much thinking about them. Very much thinking about them. They're very much, you might have love here between you and this person. They honestly can't take care of themselves. They have a hard time with their mental health. Their brain isn't functioning well. It's a healing time. You might bring this person like meals or sit and listen to them, but I think that you only do it when you have the space. You never ask for anything in return either. Well, I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to get there. About what? Oh, there you are. You've been strong. School. Do you go to school? You've been training? Are you in a termination period for a job? Are you trying to get a promotion? There's something that you can't wait to get there. You put in your time, and you've kind of been left out of that circle, that inner circle. You kind of been left out of it. So you're like, I'm just gonna stay here until it's my turn. Like, I ain't going anywhere. They can face me day after day and look at my face and memorize it, because I ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna get what I came here for. And if this is with your person or a romantic connection, I very much see you making sure that a lot of emails, texting, being strong almost for this patient. This might be a patient of yours if you're in nursing or something, or taking care of somebody, but you might be checking in on them a lot, making sure that they're not lonely. Oh, you're such a caring person here. What's coming in? What's coming in? I see a fly. I don't like it. Not during your reading. Get out of here, you. I wonder if this person is draining you. Bye. Get out of here. There's an ending coming. You're ready for it. Yeah. When this person is more stable, you'll be ready for them. They'll be ready for you. You're gonna have to kind of, okay, Henry, kind of push them out the door, okay, it was nice having you. See you later. Have a good day. And you're more interested in the life journey right now. 12 Pentacles. I mean, you might be you might be saving up or really well set here, waiting for somebody to kind of meet you where you're at. And I don't just show money. I show you're a really calming force. You're a really stable person. You'd like somebody to be able to meet you where you're at, because you feel empty-handed here. Whatever this is. Does this work for you? I said a lot of shit, so I don't even know if what's spot on, but I'm glad. Okay, cool. Yeah. You're waiting for this ending. It's gonna be a long-term thing. You're in it for the long term, but you're waiting for this ending to happen so that you can have a start over from scratch. That is, it feels more like, okay, now we can have a home together, or now we can be together, or like now I got the job, or now I'm in the position I should be in, you know. So yeah, you've been, I get it. You might need to take walks. Your cardio, your capillaries need opening. So like walking could help that. That's what I got. Thanks, Nakia. Okay, now I'm officially hungry. Thanks so much for your help, Mojo. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching today. And I'm gonna see you when? Where's my list? I'll try my best to make it back for the next planetary amazingness. Oh my gosh, I only have 1 page left. 2 pages left this year. Oh my goodness, we're heading into the end. It's the last quarter, you guys. Oh my gosh. I gotta get a new list printed. Oh, we're way past August, Gracie. Wow. Mercury enters Libra, September 18th. Venus enters Virgo, September 19th. Oh, I'm going to be busy. Solar eclipse, September 21st. That's going to be a busy week. Mars enters Scorpio, the 22nd. Sun enters Libra, the 22nd. That's going to be a busy week. So it's going to be a little, maybe I'll do some advanced stuff in advance for these energies. Because I don't show much. Vesta enters Sag. I don't know Vesta. Maybe I'll work with Vesta for a while. We'll do a trial run with Vesta. We'll see. I'll do a little research. September 18th is like the next big change, and then it's just rolling after that. My goodness. Juno. I like Juno. Pallas. Pallas gets out of retrograde motion on the 4th. It's got to be good. Mercury enters Scorpio. We're at a lot of changes in Libra season. It's like new beginnings, hooray! On switch, cool. All right, y'all. Thank you again so much. Thank you again so much for watching, for playing today. Thank you for helping me succeed. Mojo. I'm gonna get headphones right now. Not right now. I need to eat, but I will get headphones. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks, Nakia. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Lioness. Thank you. Who else? Everybody. Ciao, babies.